Hi, you're listening to the Flow State Fishing Podcast.
What do you mean?
There's fucking 2 Sheilas in the boat.
I'll just be chewing their heads off, man.
Well, I've got to fucking
I
format.
was reckon like, fuck!
I'm supposed to format this card, but I'm not going to bother.
Oh.
Or listen to me.
Yeah. Oh, how good. How good.
One part.
One part.
Espresso martini.
3 out of 3. I'm heavily on these now, eh?
Yeah. Fucking Charlos's fault.
Definitely loosen me up and wake me up too.
Oh, I fucking poured myself a huge one too.
There you go. Even him up.
Delicious.
So,
Where you been, man?
no, before we start,
What?
just a little
What are
idle
you
chit chat. I want to know how it feels to be carried again through another day of fishing. Well, man, every time we catch up, listen to me. Every time we catch up, there's like 3 consistent things. At least 3 things.
Right.
One is we get fucking no sleep.
Guaranteed.
2 is I drink way more piss than I ever do in the whole year over one weekend. And 3 is I fucking carry you every time we fish.
It would have been easier if I just filmed myself.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. It's been good though. It was good to meet Reedy.
Yeah, he's good value, eh?
He is a good fella. I didn't even follow him on social media. He's real down low, eh? I didn't actually, I didn't sort of know of him before the John B series in Australia. So he was part of that, which was epic.
He's super sus. I've been talking to him for like 2 or 3 years now, and we've kept track on each other for a while. And we've been talking when I was moving back here to Townsville, and like as soon as I landed, we were lining up trips.
Yeah.
And I fucked up the first one because I was cooking myself with this flow state shit, flat out like all night and shit like that. And then I set an alarm, and I'm pretty sure I set it AM. It was meant to be like 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. or something. Yeah. And I set it to like PM or the wrong day or some bullshit. And then I woke up in the middle of the morning and the sun was coming up, and I was like, fuck! Grabbed the fucking phone, and he tried to ring me like 2 or 3 times. Yeah. He was fucking filthy.
Oh, I bet.
He already out of service, and I just started typing essays like trying to crawl back in his good graces.
He's pretty much, not only does he look like Powley, he thinks like him too.
Exactly the same.
Like, if you did that to Powley, that'd be it.
Oh, he'd bar you. Yeah, I was lucky. I was very lucky. But because I'm normally very, very not like that. Like fucking full burn the candle setup.
Oh, fucking hell.
And then basically haven't stopped fishing with him for the last, I don't know how long I've fucking been here. When I landed here before Christmas. Yeah. Started getting serious with it all sort of end of January. Yeah. And sort of haven't stopped fishing with him since.
Yeah. He's intense, eh?
Oh, it's full on. And it's actually, him and I are very, very, we're a power couple.
Yeah, I picked up on that, eh?
Very dangerous together. Like similar minded and similar drive. Yeah. So fucking like up at 2:30 in the morning one day and flog around. We just stay, like, just keep pushing the boundaries of sort of your fishing, obviously, but like trying to find new shit. Yeah. So he's been right into his wonky hole fishing, and he's been succeeding long before I turned up. But we spent like basically days just looking at the sounder, just idling around almost, just out of idle, and just facing the sounder. Yeah. And barely caught fuck all. And
that's heavily underrated, eh? Doing that.
Had like Navionics on the phone, because Navionics shows you a bit more detail. Yeah. And then detail in your charts, and just fucking searching and searching, and then just marking for days. Yeah. Even finding fish and still just marking and just driving over them until you have a bit of a map. Yeah. and then sort of get a bit of a plan together and then go back and fish it. And he's been spraying some really good fish, like big nannies and stuff in shallow water.
He thinks about things differently, eh?
Yeah.
I was joking today, like calling him Brendan Powell's Outside Adventures or whatever it was.
Brendan Powell, Wild Adventures.
Wild Adventures, yeah.
He's like Johnny Mitchell and Powell, his love child.
Yeah, that's exactly who he is.
That's basically who he is. Yeah.
He's proper intense. And he's a funny dude too. I really enjoyed hanging out with him.
Good value.
Yeah, it was good.
Fucking
really
people,
good.
bud.
Fucking people. And fishing's cool now.
You wait. I'm going to get him wound up on that proper. I've got to get him in here. I've been trying to get him in for ages, but he works flat out, and then on the weekends we fucking send it. And then we get back and it's that fucking late.
Yeah.
And we're dead to the world.
Yeah.
I finally hit the wall today.
I noticed that.
I fucking proper cooked myself.
And you slept on the way up too.
Never ever normally sleep in the car, like travelling to fishing.
Yeah.
To go fishing.
You're normally full send.
And peaking, stirring every cup.
Yeah, for sure.
Up everyone for being quiet and shit. Yeah, and finally hit the wall. I've just been burning this flow state candle flat out, bed after midnight for like 2 or 3 weeks straight. And then
so you should be, man. You got no kids. You fucking just go get after it.
I feel like this is an excuse you use a lot.
What excuse? I'm doing it.
You're not that busy, man.
Fucking people. Oh man, don't get me started on fucking people. They fuck me around constantly.
Fuck me around.
Fuck me around.
I'm starting to get the gist of it. Don't worry. Fucking no. I don't mind being fucked. No, I don't like being fucked around. But if I say I'm going to do something for you on Wednesday,
yeah,
and I can't, like, it gets to Wednesday morning and I'm delivering Wednesday afternoon, and I can't get it to you Wednesday afternoon, I send you a message by Wednesday Smoko and saying, hey man, I'm fucking stuck. I'm running late. I can't get it to you today. I apologise. Cunts just don't even bother.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
And you get to Wednesday like, hey man, could I pick that thing up? Oh, nah, next week, man.
Yeah. I'm big on communication. The hardest thing for me sometimes is when I get cranky at someone for not communicating with me. I've got to remember it took us nearly 12 months to do a flathead how to fillet for Victor Knox. Like, it wasn't for lack of trying. Like, we just could not get the right fucking flathead. Hey,
you've been necking flatties all.
Yeah. Well, that was how that started. Like, we had done a number of sessions for that series. It was the last one that we needed to do. Like, we'd done kingfish, snapper with the boys down south, Spanish mackerel here in Brizzy, and then flathead. Do you think we could nail a handful of fucking decent sized flathead in one session?
No good.
Ever? Never. Like, fucking, it would be laughable the amount of sessions we put together with the camera to not get a handful of fucking flathead for that.
For the filleting thing.
For the filleting thing. Unbelievable. So what happened was, during that isolation thing, I ended up just making my mind up that, nah, fuck this, I'm going to find some flathead. And that was it. So I just got in my boat, got my fly rod and went and slayed them. It's good.
And did too.
Yeah.
What did you cut?
Went full commercial. Yeah.
Flathead for days.
Yeah, but I released most of them.
Into the esky?
No, I didn't. I left them there, hoping that we'd catch them again the next session, and we fucking struggled, eh? Oh man, it was fucking laughable. Dumbest fish in the world, but curse of the camera.
Yeah,
it's always like that.
Yep. And curse of Mick Guthrie.
What do you mean?
Every single time I go fishing with you, it's the clutch moment.
But it happens, eh?
Every time.
Yeah, it happens.
It actually makes it more worthwhile, but it's still fucked.
Yeah, for sure. It's a proper grind, but then how high on life are you when you get it done?
Yeah, it's epic. Yeah. But it's always in the dying hours of the last session of the last fucking day that you tick. We did it today.
Did it today,
Been trying to fucking get this project done for what, 2 days?
Yeah, 2 days, yep.
Yeah, and fucking iced the cake, like we had enough, but iced the cake.
Yeah.
At fucking close of business.
Yeah, that's right.
Sunday
in the pissing rain though.
Yeah.
With no camera rolling.
Poured its motherfucker down. And we had the camera out a little bit earlier, and then just watching this big wall of water come at us, we had to put everything away.
Yeah.
Got it done, but
got a couple of barrels. It was good.
A couple of bars.
Happy days.
Got a nice jack.
That was a nice jack, actually.
Everyone doubted
that was
my fucking jack flat. Everyone was doubting my jack flat. I feel
you
like
keep saying that. I didn't hear a single person today doubt you.
Reedy was off it. I was kept like, hey man, like
Reedy just wanted a barra because that's what he does.
But the jack flat.
He didn't want the jacks. He wanted a barra.
But
even after we got that good jack, like that's a solid jack.
How many casts did it take me? 3.
Yeah, something.
3
like
casts
that.
for a mid-40s?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Decent jack.
Yeah, it was good. It's about as many casts as it took me to get the barra.
Oh,
What, man?
that's wrong.
Hashtag facts.
What?
Are you geeing up?
We fished 4 points before you got one.
Yeah, but I didn't cast on them.
What do you mean? You did so. The camera's in the box.
Yeah, it was actually. I fished a bit today,
You had a flat battery since lunchtime.
Yeah, true. I did fish a bit today. It was good. Fucking needed to get some results.
What about your jack, man?
Yeah, let's not talk about it.
Why not?
Because it hurts.
You know what hurts? You know what else hurts?
Losing a jack on fly.
No, I'll tell you what hurts more, right?
What?
You bring me, right,
Yeah.
on my phone, and then I'm like fucking toiling away, working my ass off.
Hang on a minute.
I'm
Hey, stop.
Listen to me.
Stop there.
Listen to me.
Woo up.
What?
When you say working my ass off, are you talking like
I'm directing traffic, bruss.
during work hours or
During work hours.
fuck?
Wait. we don't even go into what kind of work.
And that.
And that.
Holy fuck.
Wait, listen to me, bud.
Right, I'm listening. I'm all ears, man.
You ring me,
Yeah.
and I'm like, fuck, I missed it. Literally like 9:57, I'll
Yep.
get a phone call.
Yep.
A missed call from Mick Guthrie.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'll ring him back at 9:57 and 30 seconds.
Yeah, man.
You will not answer.
No, I'm already moved on. I'm probably on to the next phone call, mate. Like, I'll get a window, say, right? Because I'm so busy, right? I'll get a window. I'll get a window of like 10 minutes. So I'll return all these calls. If you don't jump on then, I'm on to the next one. I've got like however many phone calls to return, and you just
You're not
go to
that
the back
busy,
of the
man.
queue. So that's
got a real
just the
job.
way it works.
I got a real job, bud.
I've seen the shoes you wear, man.
Oi.
It's not a real fucking job.
It is
Stop
a real job.
kidding yourself.
Oi, I worked hard to sit in the cushy office.
I know that. I did too. And then I left it all behind to do something.
All my calluses are
enjoy.
gone off my hands, man.
Yeah. It's pretty cool though, eh, when you think about that. I used to do that same shit. And now, sitting here drinking espresso martinis, calling this work.
Isn't it?
It's bizarre, right?
It's proper
It's so weird.
It's proper weird, man.
Fucking oath.
Proper weird. Big send too. Like
Oh, man. This trip.
Always big sends.
Always big sends.
But this trip.
Every other send with you has been to fucking Darwin.
Yeah.
That's a big send.
Yeah. And then sending while we're there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck me.
I enjoy it. We've done some fucking cool shit over the last couple of years.
What
man.
that memory that just popped up in our stories today.
The top water barra session.
The most epic top water barra section
Yeah, yeah.
of all time.
Yeah, as far as top water by, it's fucking sick.
3 days straight?
3 days
From 2
straight,
p.m. to
yeah.
6 p.m. And we could have stayed there and kept getting them.
It would have been epic to get like more like 80 centimetre plus fish. But
I reckon we could have if we stayed later. Right at that,
possibly.
Right at that
Yeah.
low. Because there was
Yeah.
some big fish caught. Like, Charlos was there.
yeah, that's
Just
right.
slightly upstream
yeah.
from us. And then they banged what? That was like an 87 or
Yeah,
something?
they got a couple of 80s, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the biggest one I got that day was the first one I got.
Yeah.
It was about 70, 75 maybe.
Yeah.
That big black one. Fuck, that was a good fish.
Yeah, it was a good fish.
I can still remember the eat too. Hey, isn't it weird? I reckon every fisherman can relate to that. Special fish that like just stick in your memory. You can almost remember everything from the bite, the fight,
Yep.
the release,
You can
the whole
remember
fucking lot.
It was raining, it wasn't, it was
Yeah, yeah.
fucking hot. I remember the heat because it was dead calm, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when it ate, it was like a GT. It wasn't like a barra. It
Porpoised on it.
porpoised on it, like,
Yeah.
and ate it like on the way down.
Imagine if we
so
had the
weird.
fluff. Imagine if we had the fluff
Oh
that day.
man, little jelly prawn.
Yeah.
Is what they were hammering.
Yeah. Little topwater look like they were hitting like them in tiny little arches and stuff, little scab bits and pieces. And
Yeah,
that
oh,
croc,
man.
and that croc was like, imagine filming. You know when that
Yeah.
croc was like running up the bank, pushing. This is how many barrel on this little bend.
Yeah, yeah.
How wide was the bend? 8 meters, 10 meters.
Oh yeah,
Not
10,
even.
12 meters. Yeah.
And we were sitting on one side of the corner, obviously, and then this croc was just hanging around, fucking around. Buster was trying to catch it.
Yeah,
And hooked it.
hooked it for sure.
And it was, remember, it was like shooting out, pushing like bow wave up the bank,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
flicking
yeah.
barra up onto the bank
Yeah.
and then eating them.
I've got that on film.
Do you?
Yep,
Do you?
I definitely do.
Won't share,
Yeah,
bud.
yeah. Yeah, I've got it, and like all of a sudden you see the barra like porpoising like tuna.
Yeah. Yep.
And
like,
then the croc just comes out.
we're
Yeah.
not talking like 3 or 4 barra. We're talking like
Yeah,
20
heaps.
barra
Yeah,
up
yeah.
the bank. It was epic.
Yeah. The shot that I got, it's got about 6 barra, I think, just jumping out of the water.
Yeah.
And croc just coming
like
up underneath.
what I said. No?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
There was literally 20. When I came
but not in the shot that I got, is what I'm saying.
Okay, that's right.
Fucking heaps of them there, though. It was like being at a gun range, man.
It was crazy.
Top
It was popping flat out. Because there was that, like, mad dirty water line. No, it's sort of buffing in that scum.
I felt not 1 ounce of regret from leaving the Baronets to go and do that.
That I was like proper, because I fished the Classic before it, didn't I?
Yeah,
was it before or after?
No, it was before. Yeah,
I fished. Yeah, so and I sent Classic's a 5-day comp, but I was there like for all up probably 10, 12 days.
Yeah. I remember you ringing me before we flew up. And you said, "Are you sure this is still on? Because this river's fucked.
Yeah.
Do you want to come up?" And I said, "Well, we'll go up and see how it goes."
Yeah.
And those 3 days that we spent there were just a fucking waste of time, honestly.
Yeah.
Fishing wise.
Fishing.
Like,
fucking hell, those 3 days took years off my life.
Oh, fucking no doubt. Like, that's a problem.
It's mostly your fault.
What are you talking about?
You got this, like...
You invited me.
I did, but...
So it's your fault.
Yeah, but you're like fucking slim, shady alter ego type shit.
What?
You have like literally you come in and you're like all humble and fucking... Hello, I'm Michael, how are you?
I never say Michael. So straight away we know this is bullshit.
That's how you carry on. And then anyway, you have 2 sips of cider.
Yeah, it's party time.
Yeah, but literally flips a switch.
It's party time, mate.
And you start like...
Knock off work. Stop it.
Carrying on.
Fucking hell. Here we go.
Yep. And then next minute, fucking 4 a.m. finishes. I got a lot
of sleep that week.
I got 8 hours in 3 days.
I was very well rested.
I got 8 hours in 3 days.
Yeah.
And you got a little bit more than me.
Yeah, just a bit.
One day I didn't sleep.
Yeah.
And I don't take drugs.
Yeah, fuck. That actually opened my eyes. That was such a weird experience, but...
Oh, the amount of Persian rugs there.
Ridiculous.
Stupid amount of
proper
Persian
weird.
rugs.
But anyway, that's how people get down. It is what it is.
But
I drank a lot that week, though, and I don't drink, mate. And honestly, when I say I don't drink consistently. Like, if I go away with the boys, I'll have a couple of beers or ciders or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't really drink, but that is like such a party atmosphere. You can't get away from it.
No, you can't.
I remember going to it saying, okay, we're just going to have beers tonight. Just going to have dinner tonight, boys.
Yeah.
And then we're going to end up getting home, getting a real good night's sleep. Next minute in bed at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, every time.
Up at 4.
And that was what I refer previous conversation is your fault. Because we get there and we're like, fuck man, I'm rooted. We're going to just go and get feed, couple of beers, go to bed. We sit down at the table and we go and get our dinner and we eat. And then we have like a couple of shandies.
Yeah.
Next minute, Guthrie's fucking running around.
You make it sound like I'm at the bar with no shirt on, dancing around, carrying on.
Almost.
That was close. Imagine that, what a sight.
Oh, fuck.
Captain of the dad bod squad.
What a send. Fucking hell. And then
it's good times though. Like I said, I had no regrets leaving that competition because we had some stuff to do for
it was work.
The tourism.
At the end of the day, it was work.
Yeah, $1 million fish.
Yeah, and the river was fucked.
Yeah. When we moved though, that was the best move ever. Like we had a fucking ball. We went to Dundee and smacked Queenfish.
We literally left. We left on the morning of the 4th day.
Yep.
Went home, cleaned, repacked.
Yeah.
And then went straight to Dundee that afternoon. Remember?
Yep. Yeah, I remember.
We just did an Arvo session. Yeah. Dundee's like basically an hour, give or take, away from hour and a half away from Darwin. And we went in and went across the bay and fucking. I went to go chase big dewies in shallow water. Yeah. Because the tides were meant for it.
Yeah.
And then we started and we were there a little bit early and there was this current line running just out wider of us. And these metre plus queenfish were just going fucking stupid. Yeah. And for like fishing filming, that's money for jam. Yeah. Big queenies on top water. It was ridiculous. Yeah. So we slipped out there and what did we end up with? I dropped a couple. Fucking heaps. Buster got like 3, didn't you? 3 or 4, and you got a couple. Yeah. It was like epic. Yeah. Epic. And then those chase bait squids. On top water. Yeah, rigging them like a banana so they're like across the top of the water. It's interesting, eh? They actually move like walk the dog when you rig them like that. Yeah, when you like... Pretty cool. When you bring your hook out, you bring it out later than what it should be coming out of the plastic. And curl them. Yeah. It's pretty epic. And then after dark, we pushed out wide. This is also after no fucking sleep. 0. Yeah. Well, except me, I got heaps. Yeah, man. Yeah, same. I got 0 hours the night before. Like, just many 0 hours. Oh man, it's because we were like thinking about
the plan, essentially.
Basically.
I was stressed out a little bit that week, to be honest, because I knew we had a job to do and that river was dead as fuck.
You're always stressed out.
Yeah, it's because I'm busy, man.
I've
got a lot on my plate, eh? Oh, fucking heaps.
Listen.
You can tell me how not busy I am.
You're not fucking busy.
Oh,
You're not busy.
Hey, I'll tell you now, I'm less busy now that I've quit construction.
Yeah.
But I'm still busy as fuck because I like pushing cars forward. It's true.
That's inspirational, man.
Oh, fuck. A spider inspiring that.
Episode 3.
Episode 3. Fuck me dead.
Episode 2, we got, like, in so much trouble for eating.
Oh, yeah. We knew that was going to happen too, but... like,
we warned every motherfucker.
Yeah, but not even that. Like, I remember before we started that podcast, I remember saying... Because, again, big sends, no sleep.
We were dead.
We're like, are we going to eat and then do this?
3/4 drunk.
Nah, fuck it.
3/4 drunk, eating takeout sushi.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though. Every time we've gone and done a fucking mission, I've never had a bad time.
Fuck, man. I've
done
had
some fun stuff, man. Yeah, it's good.
Fattest times.
It's really good.
Well,
You should have been in Sudan.
Oh, man. I wish. Mm-hmm. I wish. Mm-hmm. I wish. I sent you photos of my visa. Because Bustin'
You did, actually.
Bustin' the chook out.
Yeah, people don't know that. That was...
Yeah, tell the people, man.
What? All 4 of them?
All 4. I've got 5 or 6 now.
Fuck
I'm
off,
growing, man. I'm growing.
All right. Okay, I'll believe that. I'll say you've got 6 or 7. At the most.
Including me.
At the most.
Including me. Does it count?
Do you text message like everyone in your phone to ask them to download each episode?
Yes,
so it looks like you get big numbers?
Yeah, basically.
It's actually getting pretty big numbers though, eh?
We're getting really surprised. Even like episode 1.
Yeah.
I don't even know now, but all up, episode 1's had like over 2, 3. No, it's way more than that actually.
Yeah, it would be.
It's like 4,000 downloads, I think, since it started.
That's on one platform, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's
one
cool.
platform. Yeah, it's like it grows every day though too, because like I get like 30-day reports.
Yeah, okay.
So when do we do episode 1 of you and me?
Felt like ages ago, probably a year ago.
When did we even do that?
I can't even remember. A year ago. You can't remember the greatest podcast you've ever done.
I remember when it was, but where was it? It was in Darwin, obviously. What was it for?
Yeah, it was in Darwin. Aspire to inspire.
Number 1. Where? I don't remember the scene.
I don't actually even remember it. That's how important it is in my lifetime.
Probably fucking runk.
Yeah, probably. No, I actually don't remember where it was.
But people are still downloading it now.
Really?
It's over 12 months old. Well and truly.
We should do more together, but you're off the phone ones.
They're gammon, man.
What do you mean they're gammon?
Righto. Reply to the stories that I fucking upload for this podcast.
Yeah.
Whether you rate phone potties or not.
But it's all about the quality, mate. There's a way we can do it.
Actually, you and I have pretty good phone conversations too.
Our phone conversations are the funniest shit I do all week. I'm dead serious. Because it's basically you just ragging on me the whole fucking time.
It's good too.
Yeah, I don't mind it though. It breaks it up a bit. Keeps me entertained.
It's just someone else fucking around.
I'll make you feel like you're funny too.
I am funny. No, I love my own.
Just because your mum tells you that, man, doesn't mean jack. Shit.
My mum tells me I'm pretty too, see.
Oh, fuck.
I laugh at my own jokes. That's all that matters.
I noticed that, actually. I noticed that today when we pulled the boat out.
I was having good gigs filming you being fucking weird.
You can tell you were real deliriously tired.
Yep.
Because you were just fucking walking along the road laughing at yourself, basically.
You
get to that point,
I was thinking about shit that was completely irrelevant to everything. It's just funny shit that I've done. And it had you were involved.
Of course.
And I just started laughing.
I'm involved in the best memories of your life over the last few years, mate. You know it.
Fucking hell. Gave birth to you. I'm showing the world the real Mick Guthrie.
Oh, fuck.
Everyone thinks he's this little humble fucking...
No one thinks anything about me, mate. Honestly. Trust me.
Oh, you've got haters now.
I've got one hater. All the rest of them I couldn't give a fuck
it's
about.
one hater divided over like 3 people.
Well, who knows?
Well, I don't know who else he hates. I want to know who it is.
I wouldn't even fucking bother.
No.
Is it you?
No, man.
It probably is. It probably is, fair dinkum.
I don't know,
You're
man.
a proper shit stirrer. I bet it is.
No, that's not me. I wouldn't do that shit. Not at all.
You fucking would, for starters.
Wait, what's this person's handle, man?
Oh, I can't even remember, honestly.
Gutbuster Cafe, isn't it?
Oh, you know it well.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it is you. Oh, man.
Didn't you see my meme when you started carrying on about it?
No.
No,
I definitely didn't. But no, it's no one thinks anything of me, man. Like, I appreciate people fucking supporting Cast. I really do, because that's epic. And to be able to like take that from just like an idea in a mind camp like 6 or 7 years ago to now being able to feed my kids with it. Fuck, man. How does that even happen?
So you're trying to like cover your tracks.
What do you mean cover what tracks?
You're trying to be all like
humble.
No, like the old Mick Guthrie.
What are you talking about? Fuck. No, people ask me about it all the time, and that is one thing about Cast and where it is and why it's got to where it is and all that sort of stuff. Like it's one thing that really does hit home for me, because it literally went from an idea, a lot of hard work, a lot of good people being involved, to now is how I feed my kids. Like that's legitimately one of the proudest things I've done in my life.
Yeah.
Just to see people that get behind it and get involved in it, and that's something we've all created. So
yeah, it's a special thing.
Oh fuck, I love it. Like, not everyone loves it, but there's a lot of people that really, really love it. You know what I mean? It's not for everyone, but the people that it is for, they fucking love it. And
well, I'm pretty sure. Like,
I'm stoked about that.
Yeah, I love that. Like when I think of Cast, I don't think of Mick Guthrie. I don't think of
that's what I meant when I said.
I think of it as like a culture.
That's what I think of it as
like
too.
Community.
Yeah. I said it like I did a Q&A on my Instagram the other night when I was driving, and
wait, how many cunts did you snake, man, and not tell you here?
What do you mean?
How many people have you not told you here? Lots.
Oh, heaps. Like, I don't put my business out there. I don't tell people where I am all the time.
No.
I've got a family at home. Like, I'd rather just people not know where I am all the time, honestly. But I think I said something about the support about Cast, because Cast to me as a business, like forget what it is, like culture or whatever it is, as a business it relies on the people that relate to that. And that's not the people who are in it for short-term gain or a little bit of popularity or anything. Like Cast is a place where people who really live this lifestyle can connect with each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the culture part of it. Like the amount of people that I've met through a Cast that have changed my life.
Yeah.
Just by being connected to people who think like me or have the same like goals orientated fishing style and all that sort of stuff. Like they just want to push ahead.
Yeah.
But without any of the bullshit.
Yeah.
That to me is why I'm so proud of it, because fuck, there's some bullshit in fishing. Like we won't get into that, but I mean it's every industry that people are passionate about stuff.
Yeah.
There's always a lot of dick measuring and people being protective of things or thinking they're way better than what they actually are. Like let's be honest, man, it's just fucking fishing.
It is.
It's just fishing. It should be fun for you. If it's fun for you, that should all that matters. That should be what that should be all that matters.
That's it.
You know what I mean? Fucking who cares what anyone else is doing?
Oi,
just enjoy your ride.
Do you know? Do you follow Gary Vee?
I used to, but then I got sick of like 10 million videos a day.
Yeah, he started doing weird shit, but he this just reminded me because it was just here before. I'll look it up. But I'm pretty sure I've said this on a podcast before, but I remember like, because I obviously wasn't like super social media savvy for my like what I was doing. I just went fishing. Yeah. And then
like we all did before you start that.
Yeah, I found Instagram. This was only like I think I've only been on Instagram for like 3 years, 4 years. Fuck all. I've known you for 3 and a bit. Yeah, that's went quick too.
Best 3 years of your life, mate.
Hey? Fucking
tell me it's not.
It actually is.
There you go.
It actually is.
Yeah. You're welcome.
That's not just you. Oh dear. No, I just finally found my little fucking.
Yeah, you found your tribe.
I've just been searching for fucking so long, man. Just for like I knew what I loved.
Yeah.
But just to channel that energy into something.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then so I found Instagram, found Cast coincidentally, obviously.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are these cunts about?
Yeah.
And sussed a bit, watched a bit, and I was like, oh, they do magazines. So I
Yeah.
Bought a subscription.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, this is epic. This is like real people talking real shit, which is what I'm about.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is why these podcasts are probably poorly edited, but
who cares,
like,
man?
But like, it's just real, honest people just talking shit.
Yeah.
And and I thought, fuck, because I was thinking about creating not like a magazine, but like a similar. The best word I can come up with is culture. Like
community.
Is come up with, like, I wanted to start something like that you had started, and I was like, fuck, I don't want to compete with this thing because
glad you didn't.
I'm glad I didn't too, man. To be honest.
No, well, fuck, you got your own lane now. You're doing your thing.
Yeah,
happy
and
days.
I like
fucking awesome.
Yeah, I just didn't want to compete with it. I was like, fucking, how do I be a part of it?
Yeah.
And I just fluked it. I'm pretty sure I messaged the page and just said,
yeah, I think you did.
And I just like, hey, like, I'm really keen to get involved.
Yeah.
And rah. And then I think you just messaged me and said, give me a call, 04, blah.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of people that send that exact same message.
Yeah.
And now, to be brutally honest, I'm probably missing out on connecting with a lot of really good people because I am so busy.
Yep.
Like, there's a lot of messages that go to those social media pages, and it's not like just on Instagram. There's Facebook, there's emails, there's my own personal page, all that sort of stuff. It's so hard to keep up with, and it's not like you intentionally ever brush anybody, but it's just that, you get to that point where it's like, how your brain is only capable of having a certain amount of information in it, or what's important to you at that time. It's kind of like that with all those inquiries. Like, I guarantee you I'm missing out on connecting with some unbelievably fucking epic people, but I just can't fit any more in right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm chockers with everybody else's projects, bouncing everything off everyone else, having people involved in what we do at Cast. Like, it's more than a full-time job, and I love it, but I definitely am missing out on a lot of other fantastic people.
100%, man.
Yeah. Like, I even know that from sometimes, like, back in the day, I used to know who the customers were. Like, I would recognise their name and know where they were, and now it's just a complete blur. You wouldn't have a clue who is buying the stuff, who is supporting it, and I can guarantee you, like, meeting someone like Reedy today or yesterday.
Well, he's been bumping the gear for years.
Mate, he's been running it for years.
Yeah.
And he's the exact kind of person that it makes me proud that they wear it on their chest and go, fuck yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the whole thing with Cast was always about the fishing and always about people who really live this lifestyle. People who really do this. Like, it doesn't matter whether you're chasing whiting or snapper or GTs or barra or whatever. If you're, like, dedicated to what you do, goals orientated, you want to push yourself, and then basically just want to get better at what you do every day at almost the cost of everything else. Let's face it, like, it's an obsessive lifestyle.
It basically is.
If you're that person, that's what the Cast community sort of offers.
Righto, how mad is it, like, for example, Tyson Palmer?
Yeah.
So you've known him for yonks.
Yeah, I'll tell you how I met him too in a minute.
Righto. Yeah. I've talked to him for yonks. He's a perfect example.
Yeah.
So I've talked to him for ages.
Yeah.
Haven't met him since I moved back.
Yeah.
Caught up with him and we went down to Faust, fucking around chasing barra.
Yeah.
Literally, like, met him.
Yeah.
Hurling bulk banter and abuse within 10 minutes.
Yeah,
like,
because you feel like you've known him your whole life.
Yeah, and like every single person, like fucking Flynn, like you just fucking Triggy's a perfect example.
Yeah.
That's my spirit animal, man.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
He's got fucking.
He's a bad man, but he's a good dude.
And he's got pretty eyes.
He does, actually. He's got fucking those eyes that you get lost in. Eh?
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a beautiful man.
He is, man. I'm just thinking about him now. I
actually was a bit like that too. But
he was supposed to be here.
He was, but he's a fucking pussy after all that.
Wait up. No, I'll
don't go back to that. We'll cover that later.
We will.
You're talking about the community first of Cast. Like, those, Tyson. Like, you think about it, like, from my point of view, you guys that are involved heavily in Cast, right? Some of you have never even met in person.
No.
Like, a large percentage of people haven't met each other in person because they're spread from fucking
arsehole breakfast
Victoria to Northern Territory and some overseas. Like, we've got a solid crew of guys in the States now.
I'm lucky to have met the people I have in it.
For sure. Like, I've met some of the best friends of my life through this.
Like me and that. You want to play your shit?
What do you mean? Fuck. You're getting there.
I'm getting close.
You're getting there.
I'm 2% of your time, aren't I? Which is more than most? Max? Fuck.
Max. That's what I mean. Like, when you blow up that I don't call you back, you have no idea what else I got on the go. I'm at least 10 times busier than you.
SMH. SMH.
CBF with this podcast.
Fucking me neither, but
hang on, let me get back to the thing. What I was saying was the people in cast, right? If you feel like you've known them your whole life, because you basically have, they're pretty much just like you, you know. And that's the thing. It attracts those sort of people that are all like-minded, and it's just a community where people bounce shit off each other, go and meet each other, go and do epic shit, and it's proper good.
It is. That's all the best word. Yeah. How'd you meet Tyson?
Okay, so that was So that was back in 2015 at the gym. Yeah, 100%.
Not doing legs.
He gave me some gas.
Yeah,
we
upper body
did
gas.
A few sets together. No, not even.
I need to talk him into some squats.
2000. What does Ben say? You never see your quads. He said something about you can't see your legs in jeans or board shorts, so don't worry about them.
That's so wrong.
Upper body style. That's it. Tyson. 2015 when I went to the Cape with Benny.
Yep.
So we were, I think maybe it was like the last day or the second last day. Tyson and Hannah rocked up in their four-wheel drive.
Yep.
And I remember, this is the funny story, but it's funny to me anyway. It's probably not that funny, but they rocked up. We said, "Hey, g'day, how you going?" Blah blah blah. They were in the campsite next to us or whatever. It was their first time there, so Ben had been there for many years, so we were sort of all talking. And I remember Hannah turning around and going, "Are you guys those GT Buster guys?"
That's fucking awesome.
Fuck. You could see Ben's head just like go a little bit bigger, just a little tiny bit, just a little bit.
Oh, yeah, how's my intros?
Which ones?
I hope I done you justice, Benny, when I did A Day on the Water.
Oh. Well.
I hope I done it justice.
I'm sure you did. There'll be a blooper reel for sure.
For that. Make sure there is.
Yeah, there definitely will be. I think you stood in for him pretty well. Good substitute.
Hey guys, Ben Jones here, aka GT Buster. I like football and I love GTs.
Mate, he is one of the hardest people ever in the world to film.
What do you mean?
Dialogue-wise. Like, look at the blooper reel out tonight.
Yeah, actually, that's live, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that's there.
Yeah. What made me laugh was it was like episode 1.
I had a quick scan through it today, and I think that's like 3 film projects maybe he's covered. Think about how many we've done together over the last 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
It's fucking out of control. Can't fill a memory card, eh?
Corrado DC.
Yeah. That was the worst one.
That was heavy.
That was honestly the worst one.
I fucked it.
Yeah, you did fuck that one, actually. Yeah.
He nailed it within the first 5 or 10 minutes, and then I said something over the top of the audio accidentally.
You're like, yes, well done, Benny.
and he's both turned around and went, fuck, can't.
So I was fucking amateurs, eh?
Fucking hell, I just drive the boat, man.
Yeah. Getting back to Sudan.
Yes.
That trip you were supposed to be on, because what happened was I got invited.
Oh, wait, can we have a piss?
Sure.
I'm busting for a toilet break.
Yep.
Fucking just done the biggest Michael A.
Fucking
what, man?
I'd never say Michael first off.
Yeah.
It's not actually my name, so you didn't insult me.
Done a huge
it's a bit like telling me that.
What's your name and birth certificate, man?
Mick.
It's not.
How would you know?
You lying dog.
How would you know?
It fucking definitely isn't.
What do you mean?
I don't know, I just bet you it's not.
It's Mick.
It's not.
It's Mick.
I bet you it's not.
It's Mick.
It's definitely not.
It 100% is. Anyway, back to Sudan.
I was meant to go.
You were meant to go, but you pussied out.
I did not. Buster chickened, and then I was going. I sent him
Buster
visa
did
photos.
actually chicken out, because what happened was, I can't even remember actually. It was either, I think it was Jarko, Captain Jack. I'm pretty sure he messaged me and said,
how did the Sudan trips? How did the first conversations start?
That's sort of what I'm getting at. The I can't remember whether it was John or Jarko, because he
That's my whiskey, man.
I'm still going on this.
I've got a local dealer.
I'm right. Thanks, mate.
Don't want any?
No, I'm right. Thanks.
Typical.
Thanks for asking that.
It's typical. I don't even bother asking you for drinks. You either don't want one or you're still on your last one for 3 hours.
The only thing that doesn't last like an hour is a nice cold cider.
No one gives a fuck about your ciders, cunt. They're fucking gross.
That's why everyone gives me so much shit about them, because no one cares, eh?
I care. A little bit. A little bit.
Anyway,
I just want it to be better. Yes.
Sudan. I've been dancing around this for 40 minutes. So, yeah, Captain Jack or John B, I'm not quite sure, is one of those two guys. Obviously, we know John B from when he came over for the Australia send that he did. Did a big series. So we knew him from that. And I know when we left, he was sort of like, oh, boys, like, fucking amazing. Anything we can ever do in the future, blah, blah, blah. If we go to the States, just yell out, we'll hook you up, blah, blah, blah. Which was fantastic. And we've made, some really good mates out of that whole experience.
Yeah.
And I've been talking to Jarko for, I don't know, I want to say maybe the last 12 months or something like that.
Yeah.
I remember he followed me one day and I completely fanboyed. I was like, because I've been like, obviously he's a massive inspiration. Like, he's a fucking legend.
He's like my favourite person on Instagram.
He's probably the one person that I know in fishing who's younger than me. Well, there's maybe a handful of people who are younger than me in the whole fishing scene that I actually genuinely look up to.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely.
I look up to.
Yeah. He's an absolute legend, and he's always so generous with his time.
Yeah.
Like, he'll always get back to you.
Yeah.
He'll leave you a voice message back. He's a fucking absolute champion. But anyway, long story short, I can't remember whether it was John or him that reached out first. It was basically going to be a collab between Captain Jack Productions and John B.
Yeah. To
go to Sudan, and I think originally it was going to be a fly fishing trip, but it's not John's strong suit.
Yeah.
So then, whatever happened, and they asked John if there was anyone that they would like to bring along.
Yep.
So he asked a few of his guys in America. They all said, fucking Sudan, no way, I'm not going there. So anyway, he reached out to myself and said, hey, would you and Ben like to come to Sudan?
Yep.
We'll cover everything, you just need to get yourself there. And straight away, I don't think Ben knew about it. I think it was a message straight to me, and I was just fucking 200% in.
Yep.
Like, not even a question, I don't care.
Yep.
What's happening, I'm going.
Yep.
I said to Ben, because he just went on that big, like, massive trip with Tyson and absolutely slammed the fish.
Yeah.
He was sort of like so satisfied, wasn't very hungry for a big adventure. And he was like, fuck, man, I don't know. I think I might just give it a miss. I was like, all right, no worries.
Yep.
I'll move on. And then I thought, because obviously he's a business partner, he owns half of Cast, so I was like, I really want to squeeze this lemon, just see if he really wants to go. And I put you on standby, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I said, like,
you like send me your visa, send me your
just
photos of your visa. And I was like, when you rang me about it, I was just like, dates.
Yeah, get me there.
I'm going.
Yeah, for sure. Because it was at that stage, Captain Jack was coming and John and anyway, Ben was saying to me, like, he goes, mate, I'm fucking 90% out, 10% in, but if you think it's going to be good for Cast, then leave it with me, I'll see what I can do. I was like, all right, this bloke's not coming.
Yep.
So anyway, I was doing everything in the background, trying to work it all out, get the costs and all that sort of stuff. So I pretty much had booked it all, arranged everything.
Yep.
And I was just waiting on Ben to go. And then I said to him, mate, because he had actually got invited to go to the Maldives.
Yeah.
And I think he was going to go there with his family and do some stuff for Cast and his YouTube channel and stuff like that. And I just ended up saying to him, because I think there was an inkling that maybe he wanted me to go over and film some shit.
Yeah.
And I just had that much on, and I really wanted to go to Sudan.
Yeah.
For me, that's a fucking once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I've not really travelled much
I'd have been filthy
overseas.
with you if you passed that.
Ridiculous. So I just said to him, mate, honestly, I really think if you come to this trip, it'll be way better for whatever you want to achieve.
Yep.
And just a general life experience going to a third world country, places where people have never even, with a fly rod or a rod, stepped on any of those ad hocs.
So you talked him into it?
Talked him into it.
I'm filthy.
So overnight he went from 90% out. Then he writes back and goes, mate, I'm 51% in, 49% out. I was like, you got like 2 days. You need to confirm ASAP.
I'm filthy.
And then it was basically see away. Sols and that.
Filthy.
Yeah, it was a fucking sick trip, man. It was really, really good.
Yeah.
It
looked
really
good. It looked good.
So we went to Dubai first and then got a connection flight to Port Sudan directly. Now, I was absolutely shitting myself. I didn't realise how easy it was. We just went to Dubai, flew straight to Port Sudan, 20-minute bus ride, straight on the boat. We had to wait for some diesel. So we were sort of in port for a day longer than what we should have been according to the plan, and then we just boosted and away we went. And I think we fished the first day just outside the port while we waited for diesel.
Because Sudan itself isn't that dangerous, is it?
Sudan itself isn't dangerous.
South Sudan.
South Sudan, yeah, for sure. So that one is... So it was one country, but then they had like civil war of independence or whatever, and South Sudan split out, and they are a separate country now.
Yeah.
And South Sudan is like... I think Nicola it really hit home the way he said it to me. He goes, Sudan is very peaceful. Like it's like been home to scuba diving tourism for like 40 years.
Yeah, okay.
It's known as a tourism destination in the diving community.
Yeah.
Never any issues.
Yep.
But if a tourist goes to South Sudan, it's not dangerous. It's deadly. Because they're in the middle of all like tribal warfare and all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
If you're not from there, they kill you.
Yeah, all right.
So you don't go to South Sudan. But Sudan...
is fine.
No problem.
Yeah, right.
The people are lovely, mate. They're absolutely beautiful. They just chill by the water. Like they're such a peaceful group of people, peaceful community. Yeah, it's amazing. It really opened my eyes. On the last day after all the fishing, we went and walked through the marketplace and through the streets and stuff. Proper poverty. Like it's a proper third world country. And it was a bit confronting seeing all that stuff.
Yeah.
But, I mean, for 3 white guys to be walking through the streets, no harm, no foul.
No, that's right.
You know, they're pretty peaceful people.
Yeah.
They've all got smiles on their face. They all hug each other when they see each other. Like, it's proper. Yeah. They're all struggling together, I guess.
Media misconceptions,
yeah.
That's it.
It really is. Like, honestly, I would go back there again.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, definitely. And the fishing, mate, honestly, on the flats was fucking ridiculous.
Elaborate.
First of all, if you haven't seen Destinations episode 2, first go fucking see that and then come back to this podcast. Because honestly, that is like 20% of what we did.
Yeah.
It really is. Like, you can't lug around a camera and film everything.
Yeah. So where did you spend 9 days fishing?
I think it was more than that. It was like from airport to airport, we were 14 days at sea.
Yeah, okay.
By the time we jumped on the boat and jumped off the boat, it was 14 days.
Yep.
So we pretty much, first day was off Port Sudan, then we steamed down overnight. We were fishing on the second day in like remote flats.
Yep.
So it was probably 10, 11, 12 days of fishing. I probably spent 6 or 7 of those fishing the flats.
Yep.
Which for me was just fucking amazing. That's all I wanted to do was go there and fish flats.
Yep.
I'd never caught a trigger, you know. I had shots at permit here in Australia a number of times, but there was a good chance of getting them over there, which we only saw 2. Or 2 or 3. But triggers, man.
They seem to be like everywhere, or what?
Trigger capital of the fucking
chasing
universe.
GTs and doing all that sort of stuff for a while. I mean, it's like...
the top water and jigging was pretty quiet, honestly.
Jack, what was it because of? Don't know.
No clue.
I suppose you're not spending enough time there to really figure it out.
Yeah,
right. And then he's got on the flats.
Got on the flats, which was just ridiculous.
And you were walking.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And was there particular targets in mind, or you just had like a 100% carry a 9-weight, carry a 12-weight, and just keep?
That's it. Yeah. So the main targets are obviously triggerfish, permit, GTs, bluefin trevally, red bass. They call them snapper over there, boha snapper. Coral trout. All sorts of shit. But what we discovered was a few different things. So there was 2 species of trigger that were landed, but there's more trigger over there. We got yellow margins and titans. We got GTs. We got big bluefin trevally, really big bluefin. We got snapper on fly. We got yellow lip emperor on the flats on fly. Marble grouper, which is like a flowery cod here. Over there, barracuda are a legitimate sports fish.
Fuck.
Big bigs.
Yeah.
They eat like they.
What do they call them in the States? They call them
Cuda?
Don't they call them? Oh,
you're talking about like Spanish mackerel.
Yeah, king mackerel. Sorry,
kingfish.
Yeah, so barracuda are a sports fish. I suppose they go hard.
Yeah, and the European guys that go there, they don't have them.
Yeah,
so they're not a pest fish for them. They're a fucking big fish that eat top water.
Yeah,
so
true.
They love it.
Yeah,
and one interesting thing over there in the Red Sea is you can eat every fish there, every kind of way.
So you can eat red bass,
fucking coral trout, big coral trout. Yeah. So they eat every fish every way.
Do you get like because it's all current based there? There's not a lot of tide, eh?
Yeah, there's fuck all tide.
Yeah,
like it might be a foot, maybe 2 feet. But the current is based on like minimal ocean current, but a lot of it's wind driven. It's very difficult to understand it. Like when you're sort of navigating it, we were there on a glass out day and there was zero current. The minute the wind kicks up, it's fucking raging.
Yeah, that makes not that much sense.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Like,
so there's not a lot of ocean current there.
Like you fish dams and that.
Yeah, but it's not really an open ocean either. The Red Sea is not an open ocean. So there's not a lot of water movement. You can think of it as like a bay in a river.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
So, but like, were you seeing like pelagic fish like GTs?
Yeah, on the minimal points of current that are actually there. Or blind
and
casting.
decent GTs too. Like not terrible. They
can get 40 kilo GTs. Sudan's not the place to go to get 50, 60 kilo GTs.
Jeez, yeah.
You'll go there and you'll get numbers of 15 to 30 kilo fish. Same with dogtooth tuna. It's not the place to go for monster dogtooth tuna.
Yeah.
But you'll catch 100 10 kilo fish.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there's heaps of them there.
Yeah.
But top water wasn't that amazing. Jigging wasn't that amazing there. But admittedly, the fucking flats fishing was so good that's all we all wanted to do, pretty much. John and Ben did a couple of episodes for John's channel, GT Popping. Yeah. But it was pretty quiet, but they still nailed a fuckload of fish.
Heaps of fish, yeah. Well, how's the, they got a lot of barracuda then too.
Yeah, they did.
Tons of them.
Yeah, heaps of them.
Snippies.
Big time, yeah.
But like, how's those triggers in like 6 inches of water, like literally almost beaching themselves?
Yeah, they were some of them,
It was ridiculous. You cast them like up the beach.
Yeah, a couple of them you actually do. You cast beside the breakers on the beach because you're standing in the water.
Oh, and then you strip it into the water.
Yeah, strip it into the water because the wave action, if you stand on the beach and you try to cast just into the breakers, then the breakers roll the
fly
into the sand away from the fish. So you go and stand in the water, cast out of the water and drag it back in so that you've got tension against the breaking waves.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's fucking fun, man.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
And there's more than one species of trigger there too, hey? He's got a couple.
Yeah, I think there's like 3 or 4.
What did you just get? Yellow margins?
We didn't get any like Picassos or anything like that. Yeah, yellow margin and Titan. Yeah. But I mean, for us, like the first day Ben grabbed the camera. First day we were on the flats, Ben grabbed the camera. He goes, "Man, I want to see you get a trigger." I was like, "Okay, cool. You sure?" He goes, "Yep. Fuck, let's do it."
Yep.
Literally got off the panga, walked to the beach, walked 30 meters. There's one. First cast. Strip. Boom. On. First trigger. Straight up.
Landed it straight away.
Yeah, straight
away.
Titan. Yep. And I was just like, it's kind of like my Tusky experience. I was like, oh, this is fucking easy. How good's this?
Fuck. You haven't caught a Tusky in what? How long?
3 years? 3.5 years?
They're cunts of things.
Fucking things. Yeah, don't get me started on that.
Terrible.
I love them, but I fucking hate them.
Yeah.
But I really love them.
Same.
That's why I keep going back.
Yes.
I'm a sucker like that. But the triggers. So I was getting a photo of my first trigger, and Nicola from Wildsea, he goes, he's the funniest motherfucker you will ever meet in your life.
Italian.
Yeah, man. Proper funny.
We have to go over his motto later.
I'll tell you right now, his favourite 3 things in the world: anal sex, fishing, and red wine. In that order. So that just sets the tone. That's the kind of guy he is. He's a fucking legend.
I like him.
The dinners were the funniest fucking shit I've ever had in my life. I just could not stop laughing.
True.
It was really good vibes. But yeah, I was getting a photo of the first trigger and he goes, "There's another trigger." I was like, "Okay, cool. I'll just get a photo of this." And he's like, No. Put it on the beach. Catch another one. Get a photo with 2 triggers." And I was like, "What do you mean? Like, will the fish be alright?" He's like, "Triggers are like fucking biltong. Let them dry out, put them in the water, they swim."
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I cast, hooked it, pulled hooks, and then I got the one that's in the film, like in 6 inches of water. It's fucking crazy, mate. Like the best fun you can have on the flats, honestly.
Yeah.
Tuskies, triggers, at least triggers you can sort of land them. But in Sudan, I've heard stories of triggerfish, like if you land a fly within fucking 12 feet of them, they spook. Places like CXI and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But Sudan is a completely different destination from what I know. I can't compare it to anything, but yeah, it's so fun.
And you got some really big bluefin trevally, like big bluefin trevally.
Big ones. Yeah, definitely
on fluff.
Yeah, one of them actually hit the fly with it like an airstrike, fully airborne.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
shit. And you're just chucking like GT flies, though.
GT flies, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's teasing the edges. Like throwing out like a GT ice cream, bringing bigger fish in from the deep water. Yeah. Chasing the teaser, rip the teaser out of the way, replace it with a fly. Strip.
Like switch bait and sort of
stuff. Exactly.
That's awesome.
Super fun.
Yeah. It looked really clean there too. But it looked like...
The water's crystal clear.
It looked like gnarly country too though. Like it wasn't like...
The coral flats are pretty gnarly. Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
but you just got like... It looked really... I don't know. Like some of the photos and stuff I'm seeing on like Alex's page and your page, like it's like desert sand dunes, like ready sort of sand, and then just to beach sand, into like crystal clear water to like solid reef, like and then fucking infinity depth.
It's harsh country, man.
Yeah, it looks.
It really is.
Arid is the best.
It's proper. Yeah, it's like a desert. It's a desert in the Great Barrier Reef. Yeah, that's the best way to picture it.
Yeah, well, in your destinations episode, you said it was like the Barrier Reef, but
levels above.
Yeah, levels above. Yeah.
Because, well, for things like water clarity, the coral is not bleached there. Yeah, it's just pristine. It's fucking amazing. The only thing that was disappointing about it was on every single atoll, in the windblown corners, it was full of plastic bottles.
That's fucked.
Yeah, it really opens your eyes, like to make you like you sort of think, oh, you know, like litter and all that sort of shit. It's not really a problem in the world if you're not seeing it. Yeah. You go to a place like that in the middle of fucking nowhere, covered in rubbish. It breaks your heart. Yeah, it really does. Because one way you're looking out to the most pristine ocean, one of the best fisheries in the entire world, then you turn around and
there's big piles of shit
covered with shit.
It's fucking. Oh, I hate litter and
it sucks.
Man.
It sucks.
Makes me wild.
But it's a wild place, man. It's rugged. Yep. We were seeing wild camels and shit beside the flats on the mainland when we went up north, and like that trip really, really opened my eyes because we had guys from Sudan, Italy, America, Spain, South Africa, Australia. So every night was like just everyone laughing at each other's culture, telling each other's stories and all that sort of stuff. It was probably one of the best 2 weeks of my life, honestly.
Like personal growth isn't like the right choice of words, but you know what I mean. Like
it opens your eyes. Yeah, it gets you thinking about other ways.
Enlightening.
Yeah. Definitely gets you thinking about how other people see the world.
Yeah. It'd be pretty like risky, like health and safety wise, wouldn't it? Like if something went wrong.
Yeah. But I mean, that's part of those kind of adventures.
That's what makes them so real.
That's right. Yeah, it's kind of like it makes you realise you're alive.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like in Australia, we're very protected, very well protected, very well looked after. You go to a country like that, and it is what it is. Yeah, that's part of the experience. Yeah. But I mean, the guys that run their operation, African Waters and Wild Sea Expeditions.
Which one's Wild Sea? Like, how's that all?
That's Nicola.
That's Nicola. Okay.
Yeah, so he's the guy that actually runs the trip. He is the man that's done all the reconnaissance. He's done all the missions previously. Yeah. He organises the trip. He's the guy that's in charge of the mothership and the crew and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. African Waters supply the guides. Yeah, okay. So Brent Poltony, the guy that was on the podcast with me, he's an African Waters guide. Yeah. So when they have clients, Nicola's the guy that runs it. Yeah. And African Waters supply the guides that go off with the clients. Yeah, okay. That's sick. Yeah. That's a good little... It's epic, mate. That awesome. African Waters mob, man, they've got some fucked up cool shit that they do. Oh, like even, listening back to that previous episode with Brent that you did for me in Sudan, which was muchly greatly appreciated. But I wanted to do more, but it was just too tired, too hard, too hungry, and everyone just wanted to talk. You know, like not podcast or work. Yeah. No, it's understandable. You spend all day filming.
Yeah, you just want to relax.
Yeah, you just chill, have a few beers.
I appreciate you got what you got.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. And yeah, thanks to Brent for his time too.
No, all good.
He seems like a great guy.
He is.
But one of the things that stuck with me from that podcast was like Nile perch at night time. Like fucking crocodile at moss. And
Proper
all that
wild.
mad. At night, man.
Yeah, proper wild, eh?
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's one thing you realise real quickly about Brent, like there's a few people here in Australia, you meet him, you go, oh, he's a fucking wild dude. That dude is just like nothing's a shock. Like he told me a story about how he went and lived in a I think it's either a Zulu or a Maasai warrior village.
Yeah, right.
He went and lived with them and they made him an honorary warrior. He was invited to the king's wedding and all sorts of shit. Like fully immerses himself in where he's at.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's
I heard
honestly,
he's a fucking good guide.
Really, yeah, he's a really good guide. Yeah. Only a young fella. I think he turned like 28 or 29 on the trip.
Yeah,
So we had a few beers, got loose.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, he's a really good fella, and he is part of that Nile perch stuff.
Yeah,
I think he was on like the first couple of expeditions or whatever. He helped build the camp and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they do that stuff. I think in I think it's Cameroon. They do the Nile perch.
Yep.
Then they do stuff in Tanzania, and there's the other one? Obviously Sudan, Cameroon, Tanzania, Sudan. I can't remember the other one.
Yeah.
But yeah, giant African threadfin.
Yeah.
Massive fucking Kubera snapper.
Yep.
Tarpon, like huge tarpon like they get in America.
Yep.
Massive Nile perch, and then that tigerfish.
Yeah, tigerfish, and they get them like little carp-looking things.
Yeah,
and shit,
yeah.
That's insane, man. It's a whole different
Epic.
world. Like fly fishing is like worldwide. Like once you go, like okay, I'm gonna go fly fishing.
Yeah.
And you take it up, and
It's
you
a
get
huge,
addicted to it,
huge
and then you're
industry.
like, oh fuck, I'd love to catch a tarpon and fly.
Yeah.
Oh fuck,
yeah.
I'd love to catch a tigerfish and fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about it. I think it's just because it's difficult.
Yeah.
Like the reward is, I think the reward it feels so much higher if you catch something on fly because of how fucking hard it is.
Yeah.
Like you can catch a bunch of stuff on spin and you need to be skillful or gain knowledge or whatever it is to achieve that goal. Then do it on fly. It's, I don't know.
It's weird because like
It's just a sick level of satisfaction that goes higher and higher and higher.
Yeah. Like catching that example, 100 pound for me.
Yeah.
100 pound tarpon.
Yeah.
I'd never even contemplate doing it with a stick bait or a popper or a fucking plastic or something.
I would.
Yeah, it'd be hell fun. Like I still wouldn't pass it up.
Yeah.
But I just don't even contemplate it.
Yeah,
Like it doesn't even cross my mind.
Yeah.
I want to cast a 12 weight.
Yeah.
And catch one and watch it slurp my fucking homemade brush fly.
Yeah.
Like it's
and the
weird.
reality of that happening,
slim to none.
fuck yeah.
Especially
but
with
it's
my
good to have a
cast
dream.
Yeah.
But even watching Benny catch that one, like we got that on live bait.
Yeah.
Because that's what they do over there. Like we were there for one day, we had one shot. He missed out on tarpon one year when he went to America, so he really wanted to catch one. What's the easiest way to catch one? Let's go with a guide. Let's do whatever they do.
Yeah.
I had my 12 weight in that boat.
Yeah, I'm not taking away from conventional ways of targeting them or anything.
Oh, beast fish,
not even
beast
tarpon,
fish.
but just
For you personally.
yeah. Like even like GTs, like I've caught GTs on top water, traditional top water stuff.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. But like I would love to fucking go to the Seychelles or something.
Yeah.
Or Cocos or something like that and cast fly at a GT though. I think you know what I think it is? Yeah. But I think like it's the sight aspect of it.
Fucking oath. I've had shots at big Australian GTs on the flats.
Oh, I was in the boat for one of them.
You were? Fuck, they
And
were big too.
They were huge.
They were probably the big ones, the biggest ones I've had shots at in Australia
were
for sure.
huge, man. Or that one big black one.
One at the
was
back,
huge.
It'd be between
We
35 and 40
ran out of
kilos.
room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thought it was going to happen.
Yeah. If you could get more than 15 foot of fly line out, we would have been right.
Oh, fuck. I was actually fucking...
Oh, you
I was peeling that whole fly line on 12
They were
weight too.
tight loops in 12 bros.
Yeah. I've been practicing. Some days I cast really, really well.
Yeah.
And other days I just feel like I have never even touched a fly rod.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
It's therapeutic though. Like even like I can't help myself when you're just going and you're looking on a flat.
Yeah.
I can't help but false cast.
Yeah, it's nice. Like it's kind of the rhythm. Yeah, I get that for sure.
It just feels good with the rod loading.
Yeah,
just like.
Yeah. Well, that particular day, even like I remember, I think Flynn was chucking around plastics and shit, and we were waiting for the tide to turn, and there was just something in my mind was like, I need to get my 12-8 ready because I feel like something's going to happen. You know, you get those feelings.
Yeah.
And then I was practicing my cast, and I was getting out like almost basically the whole fly line on 12-8, and I was like, fuck, this never happens to me. This is amazing. With a popper fly of all things.
Yeah, it was a big nap.
Yeah, and then like 15 minutes later, we were like, let's go to the next point.
Yeah.
Fuck, what is that? What is...
And they were moving, so fast. We were playing down to the end of the flat to meet them.
I can't believe I actually got the shot and they all turned.
We reckon there's 3 of them. One would have been over 30 and the other 2 would have been over 20.
Yeah, for sure. I think the biggest one was 35 to 40 kilos.
That was big,
fucking monster. And that's no exaggeration too. I've seen some big GTs.
Yeah.
That was a big fish. Yeah, definitely.
Fucking massive.
But fuck, didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
May as well not even talk about it. Seems of shit that has almost happened. You just don't talk about it.
That's very true.
Yeah.
What's next fly fishing goal?
Big GT.
Is it? I thought it was golden.
Oh, golden! I need to tick that box.
To it.
Yeah, you probably.
I'm gonna try it. I'm just gonna. I'm not super interested, but I'm gonna try.
It's funny, you know. Like I forgot. Well, not forget, but I kind of. Yeah, I suppose forget's the right word. I forget how many fish I've caught on fly now.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of all I do exclusively now.
Yeah.
It's like in my recreational time, all I want to do is catch fish on fly.
Yep.
Because I find it fucking hard.
Yeah.
So personally, I find it really rewarding.
Yeah. Are we going to talk about your recent tick off?
Jungle perch.
Yeah.
That was fucking epic.
That was insane.
Yeah.
Firstly,
yeah,
Triggy's not here.
No, he's not.
Why is he not here, man?
Well, he's not here, but fucking half his ribcage is still there in the river. And a whole chunk of his dignity.
Oh man, that would have hurt.
Fucking oath it would have.
Hell.
I was on the other side of the river, and no shit. You know when you like swing off a tree branch and it cracks.
Yeah.
That's what it felt. That's what it sounded like when it hit the rock.
That was the rods hitting the deck, hitting the rock. Yeah.
Fuck.
It was. So we were.
I thought broken leg for sure.
I thought he was worried. I thought he was fucked.
Yeah.
I thought he was fucked. I'll get to that.
Yeah.
So I'll backtrack. Triggy's been hammering me for ages because we always try and like tee up fish because he's 4 hours south of me.
Which is fuck all. You should be fishing all the time.
We were doing heaps, but then my shifts didn't line up. Like his shifts didn't line up with what I was doing.
Gotcha.
It ended up being fuck.
I'm hearing a lot of excuses tonight,
I've caught up with him heaps since I've been here.
I'm hearing a lot of excuses.
Then COVID landed. Listen to me. I moved here like over Christmas.
Yeah, true.
I started work in the end of January. I couldn't take leave.
Yeah. And keep forgetting about that whole COVID thing, eh?
Yeah, then COVID fucked a lot of it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So anyway, but
I'm sorry, Wade.
Thank you. First time you ever apologised to me.
Probably is, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shouldn't have.
There's a lot more sorries warranted.
Well, from you to me.
What? No.
Facts.
I don't apologise for hurting your feelings, man. I've got to keep your self-esteem, man. I discussed this today.
Yeah.
I was like, we need to see each other more often.
Yeah.
Because, like, you come back here all confident and cocky and carrying on. I need to, like, chip you down again and get your self-esteem back at a manageable level, man. Anyway. Tricky never caught a jungle perch before, and we've been trying to tee up a trip for fucking ages. Yeah. And it just so happens that he had to come to Townsville to do some shit, and it ended up being the same weekend you're here, which is crazy. Yeah. And I also needed to get a heap of shit for Flow State, like content, and you needed to get stuff and everything. So we just like bundled it all into one. Yeah. I grabbed young Ben Rennie and we all went looking for JPs.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah, it was good. It was a fucking good day.
Cool
it was
walk,
a mission.
Man. Yeah, it was a cool walk.
Yeah.
It's funny you say it's a mission.
Oh, well, for you it wasn't a mission.
No, I'm not saying it like it weird. It was a mission. But because I've done that trip with Brenton, it just doesn't seem like a mission. Yeah. If you know what I mean? Like up and back to the creek, you're like, yeah, that was cool. But it was a mission.
It was a mission.
Fucking oath it was.
It was just one of them.
Every JP walks a mission.
It was just one of the Mick Guthrie things, man. Oh, you get the cunt the last minute on the last day.
Yeah.
Every time.
Clutch moments, mate.
Every time.
25 hours a day, 8 days a week.
Without fail. I'm just not going to go with you and just not start fishing until lunchtime on the last day.
Yeah. Pretty much don't start fishing if you say, it's nearly time to go.
Yeah, and then start
Lines
fishing.
in.
Yep. Yeah, anyway, this is one of young Ben's spots, and he tagged along, took us up there, which was awesome.
Yeah.
I've never been there before. I thought
Beautiful stretch of river, right?
I thought I had when I lived here previously, but it was nowhere. It was sort of in the similar vicinity, but wasn't quite the same system. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And we walked for fucking ages, eh?
Yeah.
And then I got the first one.
Yeah, you snaked the first one. Hang on, by accident? What?
No, not well, sort of by accident. Sort of.
You were about to say by accident?
I was almost by accident.
What?
No, listen to me.
Holy fuck.
Listen, I was
heard it all.
Wait, fuck up for a minute. I was the last one to get to that little zone, right?
What?
I was.
Yeah, you were the last one there.
I was the last one there.
You're from the back of the pack.
I walked up like, listen to me. Fuck up, man.
From behind everyone, this stick bait goes flying over it.
Yeah. Everyone's like, I walked up and I was like,
twitch, boom.
Walked up to this.
Everyone looks back down the river. Oh, Wade's hooked up.
I walked up there, right? I got up to that zone, and everyone's like standing there going, JP's, like looking at the fucking sky. And it's the first decent pool that we've seen the whole fucking time.
Had to hold a fish.
Yeah, and just
had to.
Everyone was just looking around.
I was looking at Triggy waiting for him to cast. And then I hear this stick bait go straight past my ear.
Yeah. I was just like, well, fuck, why isn't anyone casting? I'm going to catch one.
Well, I had a fly rod, and I wasn't going to cast it there.
You could have easily.
I could have, but I'm actually like a decent bloke, and Triggy said he wanted to catch his first one. I've caught JP's before.
Here we go. Guilt me into it. No. Everyone was fucking around.
Yeah, you're right.
Everyone was fucking around.
JP wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah, but that's not the point.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I was like, oh, that looks pretty fucking suspect.
Yeah.
Plop, twitch, bang.
Good.
And it was, I don't know, 30s?
Yeah, 30s.
Yeah.
Decent fish.
Yeah. Yeah, landed it and then kept punching. Yep. And we got up to this next zone where it started. There's come to that like big pool. Yeah. It looked good.
Yep.
And then there was 3/4 miscommunication here, and then you went up that other fucking thing, mucking around a fly, bits and pieces. And then I was with Triggy and Brian. You went across to get some shots on the 200 long distance shots. Yep. And Triggy was fishing on the edge, and it just rained. Like I don't know, it was like the night before it rained, but it looked like the river had come up and come down again. Yeah. So there was mud and slime and shit all over the rocks. And then Triggy was down the edge of this thing, and he cast. I think he got the lure back in, and his feet, like imagine like a downhill slope, obviously, just straight big rock, and slid on it. And I had the camera in my hand, standing there filming him, and it went fucking slipped. His feet slipped down from underneath him, and he had the rods, and he couldn't put his hand down or anything. So his whole side just went fucking
crack against the rock.
Boom.
Yeah.
And then the rods just went.
Yeah.
And then he slid into the water, and I was just like, "Fuck!" I couldn't do anything because if I walked forward, I would have went in the with the camera. No one could help him.
It was one of those riverbeds where even the dry rocks were slippery.
Yeah, and they were.
Yeah,
it was a fuck setup.
Yeah, that's what made it a mission. It was hard to fucking stand up.
Yeah, there was no zone where there was just sand or just track anywhere. It was all just clambering over boulders.
So good.
Yeah. Anyway, and he went in the water, come back up, and I was like, "Fuck you, right, bros?" And he just nodded at me, and I was like, immediately, because he's a tough motherfucker. I was like, "Oh man, that must have fucking hurt." And I was like, "Are you winded?" And he's like,
"Yeah." He'd have broken ribs for sure.
I reckon he does. Yeah, 100%. I reckon 100% he's done ribs. Yeah. You will not talk about it. Like he's walking around like a stick stuck up his ass. He was fucked.
Oh, he could
and we were halfway through the walk.
Yeah,
it was about halfway, maybe halfway. Not even that, maybe.
Well, halfway up
to where we turned around. I mean, halfway through the walk that we did. Yeah. And anyway, and he pushed through. We got fuck all. That same pool, we ended up having to swam across with my camera. I was in the water with my camera all day, and I never dropped it. Yeah. After I cooked it, I'm going to tell that story later.
Yeah. Okay. I'm surprised I didn't damage my camera actually, because I was holding it with the 70 to 200. Yeah. And I was walking in front.
I got a secret to tell you too.
Okay.
I fell bunna up with your still camera in my backpack and landed on it.
Yeah, that's all right.
And then checked it and it was fine.
That's fine. It is what it is.
I just need to get that.
Thanks for telling everyone in case I sell it.
I'll buy it off you. I told you this.
No, it's all good. It's fine. It works. But I did the same thing with mine. Like I was holding mine, I was walking, and I made the mistake of putting 2 feet on one rock.
Rookie error.
Fucking ice skating. Like my feet just left me.
Yeah.
And I landed flat on my back with the camera up in the air. So
yeah,
that's what made it a mission. It was fucking slippery. It was like crawling the whole way. Like it was cool. It was very fucking cool.
Yeah, it was crazy, man.
Yeah.
And we ended up like, it ended up being, the pool ended up being like a big gorge. So like how high were those bits that we were sitting on? Maybe 10 meters?
Yeah, probably 10 meters.
It would have been 10 meters,
Yep.
It was high.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then I swam across where you'd been.
Yeah.
You had a bit of lunch.
Yep.
And you kept cruising down.
Yeah, I was eyeing that zone because it was the first step up in. It was height. It was elevation.
It was the first decent elevation where shit was going to start like holding, like water would run into it and it would hold and like eddy on the side where you get that running water and you get that bit of like foamy shit.
The previous kilometre of river was basically just flat boulder sections.
Yeah, it wasn't that crash hot.
Yeah.
To be honest, we should have just walked straight there.
For sure. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
Fucking.
I could just see this little deep section over there.
Yeah, and it was like had that big overhanging boulder and it was just dark looking.
Yeah.
And I was sitting up the top and I was filming Triggy like trying to teabag deep water with plastics and stuff. And I looked down and you were casting. You snuck over. It was on the left hand side. And you snuck over and you sat on this rock.
Yeah.
Do you want to run through it or do you want me to?
Yeah, well, we can do.
No, I'll run through
You tell me what it looks like.
I've seen the cunt.
I saw it. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, and you snuck over and sat down on this rock and I was, what's he doing? I was like, he's going to cast that. Has to.
Yeah.
Anyway, because you had your little 4-weight.
Yeah.
And there was 2 boulders blocking your vision sort of thing from the pool, like your full vision.
There was just a gap between the 2 rocks. Yeah.
And you laid your fly between the 2 rocks and I watched it go. You had a little black popper fly.
Yeah.
It went bloop, bloop, boof. And I was watching and I was like, had the camera on Triggy and I was looking at you and I was just like,
yeah. Scared the fuck out of me.
And then you looked at me.
Yeah. I turned around. I know. I felt it.
Yeah. I was like, what? How far away from you? That's fucking fair way.
100 meters.
It was at least 100 meters.
Yeah.
I was way uphill looking down. And I was like, like it made this mad noise, scared everybody everywhere, spun around, looked at me. And then you relayed and hooked it in the exact same spot. It mustn't have felt hooked the first time.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Fucking clambered down there.
Yeah.
Epic. First JP on fly.
Yeah, man. I was so stoked with that too because I had found it really difficult to cast earlier because we were always around overhanging trees and where the fish were going to be sitting, whether sooties or JPs, was always going to be in the bank because there wasn't really any elevated, narrow waterfalls or deeper pools.
Yeah.
It was like a wider, expansive river, so you're looking for structure on the sides, shade pockets, overhanging trees, shit like that, and it was very hard to cast.
Yeah.
And also because it was very hard to walk in the river too, you're not doing it stealthily. At all.
No. And there was 6 people. What, 5? 6?
Yeah. Every fish in that bottom stretch of river would have heard us coming for sure. So the minute
it was
that
hard
we got
not to walk in the water too.
Definitely, yeah. So the minute we got to that zone where it started elevating in the river, I was like, okay, they're going to be here somewhere. Yeah. And I could see that little pocket. It was a little bit deeper. It just looked like JP country. And I could see the rock that I could get to. And you guys were all eating lunch and I'd just finished and I was like, fuck, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Because for one, I wanted to be fucking quiet.
Yeah.
And 2, I just wanted to get down there and pick that little section apart because there was quite a few areas that I wanted to cast.
That's where it first started getting good. And from then on, it just progressively got better and better.
100%,
yeah.
It's funny, hey, like you chase JPs and you get to a point where you go, there's one going to be there.
Yeah, it gets, you get to a point where you're just like so confident. Yeah. But even though like, it was weird because I'm pretty confident that not many people would fish that zone.
Yeah, but it didn't fish as well as it looked.
There's 2 or 3, but I reckon it might have had to do with that rain. But there was 2 or 3. Remember those 2 or 3 pools that were like fucking just none of us casting like Triggy, just cast here, Triggy, like not. Yeah, just sort of like saying this is your pool, man. You fish it, you fish it, you fish it. The next 3 pools where it just looked like money, nothing happening. Yeah, not a fish, nothing.
Proper surprising, eh?
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, but it was a great day.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, well then we flogged all the way up to the top where it actually started looking like You know when you're like, those other pools are like 75%?
Yeah.
These ones are like 95%.
Oh, yeah.
You're like fucking guaranteed.
Yeah. If you go back to that system, you just march
straight to that point where we stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Trigger goes, boom, lands a cast in, twitch, bang.
Yeah.
Banged like a late 20s.
Yeah. Yeah, smaller fish.
Yeah, on the front of the pool, which is how you normally fish them. Like you fish, if you, like the big fish are always at the top of the pool normally, yeah. I don't know that much about them, but like.
I've only been on a few trips, like I speak to a lot of people about them, but yeah.
From what I've found, like if you fish, like you cast the bottom half of the pool, you normally pluck off one or two smaller ones, and then you can cast at the back of the pool and get more. But I think it depends on the pool size. Like if it's obviously if it's a small pool, and you cast at the bottom and you catch a small one, it's still going to spook the whole pool. My experience in them is always the bigger, most dominant fish will sit up near the top at the base of the base of the next one.
Gets priority around food, all that sort of stuff. So for me, when I'm fishing for them, I don't even bother about the bottom half of the pool.
No, well, you wouldn't either. You want trophies.
Big
Once
fish,
you caught one, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Trigger laid that cast in at the high 20s, which was full stoke because it was his first one. Everyone was like high on life.
Yeah.
We're like, fuck, man, we haven't even, because the pool sort of went around the corner.
Yeah.
We're like, haven't even like fully casted yet.
Yeah.
Was it the next cast or the cast after? It was like one or two casts
something
after.
like that, yeah.
Chucked it right up the back of the pool, twitch, bang, got like a, well, I don't know, it was 30 something.
Yeah, it would be mid-30s for sure.
It was mid-30s fish. Like it was
great
good
fish.
quality fish.
It was the best one for the day.
Yeah, it was. He upgraded lots in the one pool.
Yeah,
it
was time to turn around.
Yeah, and then the worst part about a JP fish is you've got to walk all the way back.
Yeah,
and you just you waste your time fishing.
Oh, for sure. You've already touched everything.
You touched everything up.
Yeah,
yeah. It was a fucking massive day.
Yeah, it was epic. It was so much fun, and like even. Just to meet Ben for the first time as well.
Yeah,
he's a good young fella as well, man.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man, and he's because I'm trying to get like flow state off the ground. It's not like heaps.
Oh, yeah. It's off the ground, dude.
It's moving, man.
Yeah,
it's moving.
You just try to build it.
That's probably a better way of putting it.
Yeah, it's off the ground, dude.
Let's guess.
It's happening.
It's happening.
Yeah. It's happening.
It's yeah. I fucking wanted to happen fast, but I know I've got to be patient.
Join the club, man.
Yeah. Anyway, he's a good young dude, and we've been chatting because we've got the same sort of passion for filming and stuff like that. Yeah. We both love our fishing. He's an epic Spiro.
Yeah.
And just been talking for a little while, and he's mates with a very good family, like I've been close to for excess of 10 years.
Yeah.
And he's mates with one of my friends, young fellas, who I'm also very good friends with anyway. And he jumps in and just volunteers to film, but just swings off my camera.
Yeah.
Doesn't even fish, doesn't offer to fish. Edits shit for me. Yeah. Takes photos for me.
I'm going to steal him.
No, you're not. He's mine, bro.
I need a bend.
No, it's my bend. Flow state bend. He's flow state.
Ask him if he's got any mates, because I need something. Seriously. Holy fuck. I haven't even edited Vic's goals episode, man. We shot that in fucking November. Dude.
Yeah.
Ugh. I'm so busy.
So busy, man. Fucking
I actually am so busy.
Yeah.
But that is one on my list. So if any of the 7 people who listen to this podcast have been looking forward to that episode, it's coming very soon.
There's actually 6 because the 7th's me.
Oh, okay. Well, to the 6 people.
Yeah. But does it count if I don't actually listen to the whole podcast? I just edit and listen?
Sure.
That counts. 7 then.
Yeah. Does it count towards a download if people just scrub through it?
No. There's 2 sections. There's streams and then there's downloads.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Fair enough.
Yeah. So if you stream it, so a download is on the Podbean. If you stream it on Spotify and et cetera, et cetera.
What's up with this coffee, man?
So close.
People have been hitting me up.
Yeah.
Let alone hitting you up.
I've been getting hammered a fair bit. It's not far off, man. It's close. It's
I
really
like
close.
it.
Because,
the flavour's there.
It's good.
Delicious.
I sent the first slide out.
Yeah.
So I've got the person I've lined up, the roaster I've got doing it. So I spent a lot of time trying to get it right. Ages. They do this thing called cuppings.
Yeah, you were telling me about this.
So you lay out all these brews in bowls. It's the same amount of coffee and the same amount of water, so it's all consistent. It's like 6 of them, and you get a tablespoon, sorry. Yeah. And you get a spoonful of black coffee. Yeah. And you slurp it really fast. I'm not sure why you slurp it really fast. I think because it spreads it. You get I don't know what I don't know how.
Something to do with the taste.
It's something to do with the taste of it, like
Yeah.
something to do with your palate.
Yeah.
I think it like spreads it across your whole mouth or something.
Yeah.
You slurp it like really fast, and then you rate it on how it like feels based on taste, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's like it tastes rough.
Oh yeah.
It tastes hard. It tastes thick. It
Yeah,
tastes
yeah.
soft. It tastes
Yeah.
like smooth. It tastes whatever.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You basically you taste it on texture. You like it tastes.
You're saying what it first comes to mind, really.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sort of weird. Like it's flavour, but you explain it as feel.
Yeah. Okay.
Sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that trying to work out like what you like?
Yeah. And I'm sort of semi-biased because I like my coffee like fucking strong and like dark.
Yeah.
Dark. But I try to like get really good flavours.
Yeah.
So I've been working with single. What?
That just reminded me of a joke that I won't say. I heard it on a podcast. You listen to The Fighter and the Kid, eh?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that one. I think, or I can't remember it. And I've been working with like single origin coffees. So it's like we're talking single beans.
Yeah.
Even things like just gathering information about coffee. So the roasters that I've been working with are like gonna sound stupid, but like coffee engineers, man.
Yeah.
Like coffee technicians.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's a massive industry.
There's so much more. Like you think, oh yeah, the dude that brews the coffee in the machine that makes you a cup of coffee is where it's all sorted. It's not.
Yeah,
it's got
it wouldn't be anywhere near
fucking the slightest bit. It's how it's roasted, man.
Yeah. It's like
it's
every
how the beans
product.
Yeah,
it's all the behind the scenes shit.
It's how even the beans are picked and dried.
Yeah.
From what plants? There's a bazillion species of coffee plants, and I know like a minuscule piece of this, like this thing, this slice of pie. But like, an example is this coffee tree originated from Ethiopia, right?
Yeah.
And there's one species of coffee tree. Brazil, if you buy Brazilian coffee, it could be anything.
Yeah, right. It's inconsistent.
Because there's X amount of
crossbred, isn't it? Like
there's X amount of trees over there, like all from different places.
Yeah.
So you buy a Brazilian single origin egg.
Yeah.
You could get different flavors from different coffee. What do you call them? Coffee bean suppliers, I guess.
Yeah.
And then there's drying methods. So we're talking about like drying your coffee seeds, which are red like a berry.
Yeah.
They dry them out.
Yeah.
And then you get your bean out of them.
Yeah.
There's like a natural method where it's dried in the sun and it has a dude with a rake.
Yeah.
Raking your things. Raking your seeds. And then you got to like compete with like moisture and mold. If you don't turn them, if you do turn them, all that sort of stuff. And then they come to your roaster, and then it's like based on temperature, it's based on time, and so many other variables to get a certain taste out of your bean. Yeah. And then your grind has a heap to do with it as well. So you grind differently for a plunger versus an espresso machine.
Yeah. Well, it's fucking nice coffee, man.
Yeah, it tastes delicious. The first lot we did was
not as intense as
it was beautiful flavour.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't strong enough for the people that I gave samples to.
Well, I think our feedback was just that it was beautiful flavour and you could get the right strength, but it was just you had to use
so much more coffee.
Had to use a little bit too much coffee to use it. So, but fuck, man, this next batch.
Yeah, kick in the teeth, but maintain the flavour. So a couple of cracks at getting that one right. Yeah, on the money, man.
Fucking so good. It's like anything. It's like stuff we do with cast. Like people think sometimes we just put our label on shit and sell it.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. I don't want my name.
Stuff's like 12 months worth of field testing to make sure it's right.
Exactly. And that's like I don't want to be like, oh, you just drink the coffee because you own it. No, I drink it because I liked it and I put the time in to get it right. And I don't want to sell people some mass-produced shit that I don't care about. And I also don't want to rip people off.
Yeah, that's the same philosophy as cast. It's like when people say, oh, you just drink it because you own it. No, I own it because I like to drink it. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's the same with the cast stuff. Like we don't just promote it because we sell it. We sell it because we fucking like it and use it every day and we trust it.
Exactly.
So why shouldn't you have, and that's the way it goes. That's the way it should be.
Yeah. And that's like same with I just see a massive gap in a market for outdoors people like
huge, dude.
Yeah, like not just fishing, like people who fucking
anyone. Heaps of people drink coffee, dude.
I want there's none of that sort of mid-range stuff. Yeah, that's like moderately priced, but quality taste.
I like it too because I remember, like, we've spoken about this business for a fucking long time.
Yeah.
I remember when you first said, I've got the name, Flow State. I was like, fuck, I'm in. Whatever that is, I love that name, bro. Whatever you're doing, I'm all about it. It's awesome.
Because it just applies to so many.
It does.
It applies to everybody, basically.
Yeah, definitely.
It's that thing where
everyone's got that one thing that they get into that flow, into their own flow state.
Yeah,
you know?
and the main thing is it's in a nutshell, it's just that thing where you start doing something, and then all of a sudden you start doing it at 10 a.m. and all of a sudden it's 4 p.m. and you feel like you've been doing it for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That is it. Like you're just
it's
in
that one.
zone.
I liken it to like, it's that one thing that you do where you lose track of space and time.
That's exactly.
You don't know where you are and what the time is. You're just right there.
Yeah, in the moment, man. And it's I want to base this brand culture community around, and I don't want it to be like it's a fucking business, and I want all your money, and I don't give a fuck about the people. I want the same as what you've developed is like people to have an appreciation for what it's about.
Yeah, you want to impact people's.
Yeah, I don't want to force thoughts. Shit down people's throat. I want people to come to it because they're about that shit.
Yeah.
Like the same thing with cast, like bringing
culture.
Yeah, like-minded people together.
That's all it is. Yeah, like-minded people. Like it's sort of like, and on the back of that is like with the product side of things, people go, "Oh, you're just in it for money." Well, every business has to make money.
Yeah,
that's the purpose of a business.
At the end of the day, like you still need to make your bread.
Yeah, but it's the way you make it, and it's how you make it, and it's also like, what are you doing to make it?
I'll tell you what, right now, there's not a lot of businesses around that make money ethically.
Well, that's the whole thing. Like, if you can define ethically,
as in, not treading on people to get to the top. That's probably the better way to do it.
So what you're saying is like, there's more and more businesses that don't have people that display good morals.
And whirlwind businesses. So like...
Oh, there's so many.
We're talking like...
whirlwind ones.
Perfect example. Here we go.
Yeah.
American dollar, right?
Yeah.
So you get these people that are importing shit.
Yeah.
So you go, boom, goes Australian dollar, US dollar, dollar for dollar.
Yeah.
Oh, all these businesses just pop up.
That's right.
Start importing shit from America and selling it on.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, after 2 or 3 years, gone.
Yeah.
They're the people that are probably good businessmen.
Yeah,
but
they're opportunistic.
Yeah. Which is, there's nothing wrong with that, but it hurts the business as a whole.
Yeah, I think
it hurts the industry as a whole, I mean.
Yeah, I think a lot of that is like people who are opportunistic in business are not necessarily, they're probably not passionate about that particular business. They're passionate about a business. Like, being opportunistic is a business. Yeah. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of turn and burn, a lot of flip and ship. You know, and there's a fuckload of that in fishing too. Yeah. The ones that I have a problem with personally, which I would never support personally, even if I didn't have cast, regardless, are the ones that do that. They portray this whole culture and this brand of being a certain thing. Yeah. But if you do your research and you just look at it for a little while, it's complete fucking horseshit and nothing but shop front marketing. You know what I'm saying? They're the businesses, I think, that hurts any industry, whether it's fishing or coffee or whatever. The people who operate in the industries like that, who are just completely full of shit, but tell the customer what they want to hear to sell shit products, they're everywhere and they hurt every industry. But I feel like it's the companies like, say, for instance, Cast or what you want to do with Flow State, that's longevity. Yeah. That's longevity.
Yeah, 100%. You got to have that level of personalism. Like, I want to talk to and listen to the people that are about it. Because you can't get better. Like, you can't.
Yeah. You want the feedback.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Because you want to provide. At the end of the day, your business, you want to provide something that people want. So if you don't understand,
but people appreciate it for what it is, not because you're like I'm the next best thing. I'm famous, or I'm fucking shoving product down your fucking throat. Because I'm flooding the market with my shit. You got to buy it. No, I want you to appreciate what it's about and know that you buying it helps grow that. Yeah,
what you want
culture,
people you want people to be connected with it emotionally. So you want someone to look at it and go, when you hit it off with someone, like a person, you go, this bloke's really good. I'm connected to them. It's no different to a business.
Yeah.
You know, you want people to look at your business, and you don't, like, I feel like you don't need to convert every single potential customer.
Yeah.
The right customers will connect with your business. If you're portraying the consistent message of who you are, the right people will show you support.
And that's exactly right.
Yeah. It's the businesses who falsely portray a message that, you know, whether it's everybody that really connects with it or they connect with the marketing strategies or, you know, the information that gets put out there, they don't necessarily connect deeply with the person who runs the business. But I think if yours is a passion business. You want to be doing this for 10, 15, 20 years, see where it can go, be flexible.
Man, for as long as I can see it.
So you just got to basically put out into the marketplace exactly who you are and what you're about, and the right customer base will come to that.
I'll tell you now, and I'll tell you this on the fucking 2000th episode of this.
Yeah.
Real people doing real shit.
Yeah, that's it.
And flow state applies to everyone. So, like, I want that to go across from people in my game, like the fishing industry or the fucking hiking, the hunting.
Yeah.
The people in the city doing fucking fashion.
Yeah.
Skateboards. I don't care. Like,
whatever it is,
whatever it is for you, I want you to. I want to showcase, because a lot of people like don't acknowledge that shit, like, is there. You know what I mean? Like, I can't explain it.
I know what you mean.
Like,
it's hard to explain, but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you just, I lost track of time.
Exactly.
It's not that. Like, it is that, but it's like, I lost track of time because I was so engrossed in what I was doing.
Yeah. You lose track of
and
space and time.
And then when you step back and you look at the time you just spent, you're like, fuck, I enjoyed every second of that, even though it felt like it was nothing.
Yeah. Even the times where, like, if you know you're super invested in something, like, even when it's fucking hard and it's doing your head in, you're still doing it.
Yeah.
That shows how much you love shit. Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. That's kind of what connects everyone in cast. That passion within, you know, what we all do. Whether, like, and we all don't chase the same species. Some people are non-species specific.
Yeah.
Some people just love fishing. Some people love the hiking, the adventure. Yeah. Some people like the social scene.
Yeah.
It's all just about, but they love it. They fucking love it, and that's all they think about.
Yeah. And that's
I talk to my wife sometimes, and she can tell I'm gone. In my mind, I'm not there.
Yeah.
I'm fucking on the next adventure.
Yeah.
Or reliving the last one.
Yeah.
That's my life.
Yeah. And I like, I appreciate Joe Rogan's stance on this sort of stuff. Is like, there's so many people that are just one-sided, or they haven't gathered all of the information that they should or could before they pass an opinion.
There's a lot of small-minded people.
Yeah. So and narrow-minded people.
Yeah.
So like, Joe Rogan's a perfect example, obviously because he's a huge public figure, but he seems like the guy that is on the fence, but in a good way. Like, he takes in all of the left and all of the right.
Yeah.
And puts it all together and then bases his own decision.
Yeah. And that's the way most people should be, but it's just not not
like,
the case.
Just be happy for motherfuckers.
Yeah. There's a lot of sheep out there, let's be real. And to be perfectly honest, getting back to the marketing side of things, there's a lot of people that capitalise in business on the fact that people are sheep. It is what it is, man. Like, when you run a business like this, you've got to almost be satisfied that you'll have a smaller percentage of the market, but the market that you do capture will be far more invested. Yeah. You know, the people who are a little bit more like sheep are kind of like, I call them wahoo, because they're like, oh, it's something shiny. I'll go over here. Yeah. You know, like, it's I think, especially in your business, you will really connect with people who have that mentality.
Yeah, and I want to, and that's one of the main reasons I started this thing.
I think it suits you, man. I think it's going real well, or it's going to go real well. Fuck, more power to you.
I think so too.
Yeah, 100%.
Website's not like a few weeks off, a couple.
What's going on with lures, man?
Oi, we are so close, man. Actually, I should tell people about that, because like, we were so close.
Should or shouldn't?
No, I should.
Yeah,
I feel like I should.
100%.
We were so close, like, design-wise. We had it like dialed.
Yeah, because I've been working on you with it. Working with you on this one.
Yeah, so like, we're working hard trying to get the design right.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to just have a bit of like, do it a little bit different.
Yeah.
And
remember that day we went to the Darwin fucking public pool?
Yeah, we rocked up.
We used the kiddie pool.
Yeah, we rocked up there with a rod and bag of lures. And we're like, hey man, do you mind if we just like cast some lures in one of your pools. It's like close to school. No, it was close to something.
It was closed, yeah.
It was full closed. And our mate let us in, thank God.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nightcliff. No, it wasn't Nightcliff. I don't know what it was. Shout out to Anyway, we there swum lures.
Yeah.
And we were like cutting and shutting and playing and got sort of figuring out the action and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the designer we had fucked us around big time. Just went
Massively.
full MIA for like 3-6 months.
Yeah.
Disappeared off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
And I just had a fucking enough.
Yeah.
And
that same guy had designs for me and Buster's stuff too, the Pop Teardrop stuff.
Yeah.
We've got some original design stuff happening with that as well.
Fully fucked me around. I lost ages. And I was on a roll to like not far off getting like final samples, production, like finalised colours, final samples, production.
Yeah.
Moving forward.
Yeah.
But now we're back with another designer that seems like they've got it sorted.
Yeah.
We've made a few of the final changes that we wanted to make previously.
Yeah.
We've started to make those changes, and we should be far away from samples. So I'm hoping
probably 2 or 3 months away.
I reckon this year, man. I'm really hoping this year.
Happy days. Yeah.
I'm gonna bring out some stuff. So
that'd be good.
And they do catch.
Fucking
it's been proven, man.
Yeah.
It's been
the prototypes catch.
Yeah.
Yep. I got my second biggest barrow on one.
You did too.
90.
Yeah. You did.
Up in Darwin.
In Darwin.
Sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck, I love barrow. I really do, eh?
There's not much else like them, mate.
I don't get to chase them very often. I fucking love them.
I do too. They're just big.
Yeah.
And they do some fucked up shit. They're dumb and lazy, but they just do some fucked up shit that you just so hard to explain. And it's the people like Dan Powell, your Johnny Mitchell, your Brendan Powell, your Wild Adventures dudes.
Yeah.
That like fully dial in. But then even then, like Ree and I've been fishing.
Well, look at people like Karim DeRitter and Griffo. Those guys like fucking next level, and probably a fucking million people, or not million,
did you see
hundreds of people that aren't on social media.
Yeah. Oh,
you know what I mean?
There's probably more of them that are.
That's more the big misconception about people on social media, man. Yeah. A lot of these dudes just walk around like they're fucking like these top level fucking guys. I'm not.
Yeah. Well,
I'm a fucking kook. But I enjoy learning. Just because I have a social media account doesn't mean I'm a fucking expert.
No, exactly right.
Yeah.
Because you can take a photo. Or because you can put like a 95.
Yeah, all these people who think they're fucking
video.
experts just because they have X amount of thousands of followers. Like, give yourself a reality check. Seriously, there's that many people out here that fish without any of that bullshit that really have a clue. You know what I mean?
Back on Gary Vee, I forgot to show you that thing. But just on that is like he preaches organic content and not looking to like grow your following and fucking become an influencer and be famous on shit. Looking after the people that do follow you and do appreciate what you do.
Yeah, for sure.
And your following will grow organically.
Of course.
And you'll have more engagement and a more appreciation for what you're all about.
Word of mouth, mate.
And that makes complete sense. And the other thing was, I was just looking up the word.
Well, how many times have you heard someone say, sorry, you go.
Comparison. Yeah. So Gary Vee put a post up today.
Yeah.
On it was like an IGTV. You know when people call in, video call in.
Okay.
And he answers like basically people video call in with questions, problems, all that sort of stuff. Okay. And he just jumps in like a Skype call.
Yeah, gotcha.
And says, hey, how you doing? You just one of them people that dial in. You like your number gets drawn. You get to chat with him.
Yep.
Helps you out. Anyway, and a lady on there said, I compare myself to blah, and he just was like, no,
stop.
Yeah. Comparison.
Yeah.
So like, oh, you've got what 13,000 followers. I've got 2.5.
Yeah.
It's not comparable.
No.
Because you're doing your thing, I'm doing mine. And two completely different people. And people always are weighing themselves up. The best thing ever is Instagram took off public likes.
Yeah. Do you know the best thing ever on Instagram? Unfollow fucking people that content doesn't inspire you.
Exactly.
Or you don't have a connection with them. I unfollowed a bunch of people recently.
I done like 1,000.
Yeah.
1,000 people cut.
Yeah. Because not only is it a distraction, but it does creep into you eventually that
it poisons you,
man. Start to compare yourself unknowingly, and that is super dangerous to your mindset because at the end of the day, it's kind of like there's I think there's an NF song that really resonates with me. I think it's called Options.
Oh,
and there's a bit there where it says like, I keep getting asked who's next. I don't know. I haven't been watching.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a fuck what anybody else does. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm doing it with the people I want to do it with. And if I suppose for want of a better word, the general public or a community of people take an interest in that and want to be engaged in it and support it through buying stuff through our business or whatever, fantastic. If all that goes away, I'm still going to be doing it.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because I was doing it before Instagram.
We were talking about this in the car.
Yeah.
Same sort of principle. Like, people, which sort of pissed me off because they like whinge at you for it, but like of me swearing and stuff in my stories and shit like that.
What's your stories? Do what you want.
And like throwing banter and, and
for sure.
rudeness and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't
But
care.
that's you. You're a fucking rude cunt.
I am. Sometimes like I do swear a lot, and I do.
So do I, mate.
And I say cunt a lot. I actually swear.
I don't get the whole fucking uproar about that word. It's just a word.
It is just a word.
It's a noise out of your mouth, like anything else.
Yeah, it is.
Seriously.
It is. I don't. To be honest, man, like I don't care enough to stop.
Yeah.
I don't go and like openly swear. I don't carry on like this at work.
Yeah.
But I'm like pretending at work. If you know what I mean?
Sure. Of
and
course, you got a filter on it.
Yeah, and I still I don't
that.
do it in front of kids. I don't do it in front of old people. And I understand that kids like might watch your page, but you as a fucking parent shouldn't be letting your kids listen to this podcast for example.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
You need to filter that shit, man.
It's like the old argument about rap music.
Yeah.
You know, like parents blaming rap musicians for
the kids shooting up schools and shit.
all that bullshit.
It's fucking crap.
Yeah, for sure.
Be a good parent.
That's it, yeah.
No, I don't even know. I don't have kids, so it's hard for me to say anything. But
it's true.
If you don't like me swearing, fuck off.
Yeah, don't follow.
Man.
For
just
sure.
unfollow me.
Yeah, and that's the same thing. Like I remember laughing at some people saying about, such and such unfollowed me. Cool.
So?
How fucking good. Like if, honestly, like there's a bunch of people that I sort of was following on social media because I'd either met them or done some stuff together or I'd taken an interest in what they were doing at some point in time. And these aren't even always like well-known people or anything like that. I followed a bunch of people who are well-known in the community and a bunch of people who are just normal people. Like, I just went through my entire list and went, do I enjoy watching what this guy does? No, not really at the moment. Maybe I will in the future, but at the moment...
Yeah, but you'll come across it then.
What do you mean come across it? Yeah, I'll come across it. If it inspires me, I'll go, oh, cool. This guy's doing this now. Follow.
Here's one thing that
And I don't care if people unfollow me either. That's no problem whatsoever.
Neither.
Don't give a shit.
It's weird. It's like I don't have any... I just do what I do.
Yeah.
And appreciate the people that engage. I reply to every message.
Yeah.
I reply to every comment.
Yeah.
And
it takes a lot of time, hey?
It does.
At least it's genuine.
Yeah, and I actually genuinely appreciate everyone's like interest in what I'm doing.
I'm at the point now where I don't really even post on social media unless I have the time to be able to reply.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of otherwise you come across it's like it's kind of like some of those personal accounts that have like X amount of thousands of followers, but then they unfollow everyone because they're so important.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of
like really, 50,000 followers follow 100 people.
Yeah, it's sort of like I kind of get that in a way that maybe it's very distracting for them.
Yeah,
they've got other shit to do, which I've often thought about doing that.
But it all comes down to like what you're there for.
Yeah, that's right. And to be perfectly honest, I'm there to like have a cool community of people that are like-minded and share ideas and get behind each other and shit like that.
Social media does a lot of bad, but it also does a lot if you use it in the right way and you don't let it poison your mind. Like I've still got Facebook, but I've deleted the app.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
Yeah, likewise.
Fuck
I don't
Facebook,
have a Facebook app.
Fuck Facebook.
Yeah.
Because it's full of poisonous filth. Like
it can be. Yeah.
It's like, but you know what I mean? Like you get forced. So I'll be friends with you.
Yeah.
Then I see Mick Guthrie was tagged in a post from some cunt I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I don't care.
Yeah, there can be some weird stuff going on.
I don't care what someone.
I just think it's a massive time waster. Honestly, like
it's a huge time waster, and
on that sort of thing, when it's stuff that you're not interested.
But even shit like buy, swap, and sell pages on Facebook, for example, my pet peeve. Like, I like them. Like they're handy. They're great for buying, swap, and selling shit.
Yeah, obviously.
But like,
I've made heaps of money.
Someone goes there and tries to sell a fucking dog.
Yeah.
And yes, there's like puppy farms and there's all that other bad shit.
Yeah.
Regardless of that, there's always some fuckhead. There's always a fuckhead.
If the listeners could see the hate in your eyes right now,
it pisses me off.
You're fucking
like some let the dude sell his fucking dog, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Without going, fucking RSPCA and this and fucking that. Like,
people just stick their nose in there.
Fuck off,
business.
idiot.
Yeah, that's what happens.
And that's why I hate Facebook. At least Instagram, there's a lot of shit on there too, but a lot less than Facebook.
Oh yeah, but how many people on Instagram, do you follow that have like 100 followers and do epic shit?
So many.
Yeah, that's what it's for.
I'm not interested, and not saying that there's anything wrong. This is just all personal opinion. This whole thing is, but like I don't have a lot of interesting pages of, I don't know, what's an example? Fucking okay, you've got a page and you just post just a species. So fuck him on that, Jack's Barra, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
And it's the same. Meter Barra's perfect.
Yeah.
Every post for the last 20, 30 posts is you holding a meter barra.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, it's epic that you're ticking off meter fish flat out.
But it's not doing anything for you personally.
No, I want to see, like, I want to, like, delve into your life, like, without being, like...
Do you know the people that I really like to follow myself personally? Is people who... I follow a lot of people who, in the early days of Cast, showed a lot of support for my business as it started. So I feel like I've got a connection to some of those people, regardless of whether their content is like inspiring to me or not. But then the other side of it, I follow a lot of people that when I look at what they produce or what they do in their life, or their opinions even, or just how they look at the world through a lens or whatever, if I look at their profile and it adds something to my life where I think, oh fuck, I never thought about that before, I get a lot of that. I really, really, really enjoy that. Because to me, some of the best friends of my life that I've met have been from social media.
And that's that rounds out what I was trying to say before.
But they're not always the people that you expect. If you know what I'm saying. That's, you know how I said earlier, I've probably missed out on connecting with a whole heap of really fucking good people because right now I'm very, very busy and I haven't got the time to sort of engage when they reach out to want to be part of Cast or suss them out or anything like that. So there's a whole heap of fucking positive shit that comes out of it. But I feel like the negative stuff sort of, you have a choice whether you get involved in that or not.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying before, is like, if you use social media for the right reasons, whether it be business, whether it be whatever, and you don't get involved negatively in it, or like sticking your nose in people's business.
For sure,
it's a beautiful thing.
It can be, for sure, It's to be honest, it's the easiest way for like-minded people to connect over something.
It's for me, like, it's a way of just like networking with people that are doing awesome shit that I like.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, and that's what it comes down to, like the whole follow-unfollow thing. When people get upset about people unfollowing you or whatever, like, why? It just means that what you're doing right now is not of interest. It's no different to meeting someone in a pub and then they walk away and you never see them again.
Exactly.
Who cares? You know what I mean? Everyone sort of seems to take social media too seriously. I've done it in the past, taken it way too seriously. But I mean, use it for what it's good for and happy days. Don't get too invested.
Use it for what you want to use it for. Is the best way of putting it. I think.
Yeah, I think you're right there.
Yeah, and there's multiple reasons for what you want to use it for, but like that's what you got to think about it as.
TikTok's the next wave.
Boy, I'm on it already.
I know. I'm on it too. I was on it before you, but I haven't even posted anything.
You're my first follower.
Am I really?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
How's the name? Mick Fluffery. Hey? Hey?
Fucking hell.
Hey?
Location. Unit 1. The Flats.
The Flats.
Queensland.
Head fluffer in charge. That's what's on it.
Fucking crook,
yeah, self-reported title.
Yeah, but no, well, TikTok, I reckon, is on its way.
It will be, man. Like, you remember,
you go.
Instagram, like, you remember Instagram, right? Cast has got 50,000 followers or whatever. It's only because we've been on it for like 6 years. If you get on TikTok right now, if you're like a burgeoning business right now and you're ready to roll, concentrate on TikTok.
Well, like,
that's the next wave of fucking organic.
When you look how it started. It started with people being just dickheads.
That's right.
And then it started people doing vines.
Yep.
And then it's grown to the point where people are showcasing.
Yeah, there's ads and shit. Yeah,
it's starting to get monetized. But like, there's people showcasing
products,
what they're about,
100%,
and products. But like what they're about.
Yeah, you only got to look at like. I'll get to this about the whole influencer thing and the influencer hate that people come up with, which I feel like is complete bullshit. But
Are you just salty, man?
No, I'm not salty. I'll explain what I'm talking about. It's got nothing to do with cast or anything.
Oh, not Guthbuster.
Nah, fuck no, not even that.
I thought you still.
Nah, fuck no. The TikTok thing, right? You see people do that little dance or whatever, and they say, wearing.
Yeah.
It's such and such. Like it's like you do catching a fish, tagging at cast, wearing at cast.
Yeah.
On TikTok.
Yeah.
So that whole influencer thing is still is on that platform too.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do to get away from that shit.
Yeah.
The thing that I find funny is the older generation, they don't understand the difference between what an influencer is and what somebody who actually really does what they say they do and has a genuine following.
Yeah.
Just because someone has a decent following doesn't mean they're an influencer. To me, what I see that negatively portrayed. Like if you're an influencer, I feel like the people who do shit that they normally wouldn't do in their normal life just to get money or free shit.
Yeah.
That is something that social media is fucking notorious for.
Yeah.
But if you're a fucking dedicated individual to a craft or whatever you're doing, right? Cameron Haynes, perfect example.
Yeah.
One of the world's best bow hunters, right?
Yeah.
Been doing it since he was fucking however old. He represents Under Armour, Hoyt, and all these, Mountain Ops, all these companies. Is he an influencer?
No.
Or is he a fucking badass who's dedicated his life to something and some companies want to get on board and support with him and work with him?
Yeah.
Why shouldn't he be rewarded for hard work? Doesn't mean he's a fucking influencer.
Yeah.
It means he's a fucking
I think it's just a label
who
for
does
people
sick
with
shit.
more than 10,000 followers. I think that's all it is.
It's just a weird thing, you know what I mean? Like, I see a lot of people that have a really big following.
You know what? I want 10,000 followers.
So you can do swipe ups.
That's all I want.
Yeah.
I just want to do swipe up links, man.
Do you know previously on Instagram you could do that by changing to a business account? It would let you swipe up.
Oh.
And then they made it 10,000 followers again, which is really weird.
I need to bring it back. Because I like sharing other people's videos, like other people's short films and stuff. I really love like Alex Blackwell's is perfect. I haven't shared it yet.
He's a fucking weapon.
He's a fucking wizard, man. But that Exodus that just dropped, epic video, Bounce by Rockhouse Motion.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Rockhouse.
Well, that's what social media to me should be used for. Finding stuff like that.
Yeah. I love
that
sharing
you're
that shit in my
interested
stories.
in.
I, instead of going like tap to see post, like check this shit, swipe up.
Yeah. I love the swipe up link because it's a real direct way of getting people to our website.
Yeah.
And it's not like when you say that, it seems like you're trying to trap people or push shit down their throat. Half the time people are too lazy to type in castmag.co. They just go swipe up.
Yeah.
So it's giving someone the easiest option to find your product or service.
And you gain more traffic that way.
Definitely, yeah.
Because there's a handful of people that couldn't be fucked.
100%. I'm one of them.
Same.
I'm one of them.
Yeah, but you're busy all the time now.
I'm very busy.
You're so busy. You're still on that martini, and
I'm actually not, but you're just about to lick it. Yeah. We should probably wrap this up, man. I have a fucking early start in the morning.
You do. You're heading off, man.
I'm going down to a Barra Dam.
Yeah.
With Triggy.
Triggy.
I'm going to deliver his ribs back.
Give him a swift uppercut the other side from me.
On the other side. No, hopefully we get some Barra because obviously the new apparel range has just come out.
Yep.
So we're a little bit light on for content for that stuff. And I actually haven't spent a lot of time with Triggy in the last 12 months, so it'd be nice to go and spend a day with him and hang out.
Yeah, I'm fucking filthy miss this podcast, man.
I know.
Because we've been meant to do full timber recap.
Yeah.
Plus, like, I've been holding off on that content, that chat for fucking, 2 years?
Oh, yeah, 2 years. It would be 2 years, yeah.
I
could just picture him sitting here with a captain's hat on, singlet on, slug out,
full
timber.
Cat couldn't scratch it. Oh, man. We got to hold off on that till we actually get to do one together.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool.
We need to like...
But just... I don't have to be here, man. If you catch up with him, fucking do it.
No, I don't want to do it. It has to be us three, man. It's going to be fucking hilarious.
Fuck, that trip was fun, that first one.
Oh, man.
That was
Stitches.
Yeah. Oh, all those stories will come out in that next episode, I guess. Yeah.
Next time. What's next for Mick Guthrie?
A long drive home.
Worth it, but.
Fucking so worth it,
Worth the sense, man.
Definitely. What's next? Well, we've got a bunch of new product stuff coming out with Cast.
Yep.
So we've been doing a lot of product development. So a lot of exciting stuff coming out. a lot of stuff in America as well. Like we've got a really good young crew of guys over in sort of that Florida area.
Yeah.
So we're going to try and sort of expand that whole cast culture into the American scene.
Yep.
Especially in Florida, we've been there. We've met a lot of people. We've seen the potential over there for like the way that we kind of fish. And it's funny because in America they portray, you know, the whole bikini fishing and blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of underground dudes over there who are just like us.
Just slayers.
Yep. Catching tarpon on stick baits and topwater poppers and all sorts of shit like snook and, you know, like there's some fucking killers over there that really know what they're doing.
25
and
hours,
young dudes.
days a week.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the best saying.
Yeah, the McCann boys, Nathan Outlaw, all those sort of guys. So I'm really looking forward to eventually being able to get back over there. And
I was gone, man, July.
Yeah.
COVID fucked my life. Like I was
the next time I go there, it's probably going to be 12 months before anyone can go there. But I think the next time I go there, I'm going to probably stay there for a month. And then just work my way around all the guys, just spend a lot of time, go and do what they do, and
we'll share the driving, man.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool, actually, honestly. It's something I'm really excited about. That's probably the next thing that we're really
What about you?
Me personally?
Yeah, what are you after, man?
Fishing goals?
Any goals, man. What's up?
Fishing goals is probably the most relevant one. Like, big GTs on fly, Goldens, got to land a Tusky.
We need to
all
do
the
that.
simple shit.
Like, we need sou'easters rough.
Caught my permit now, so I'm pretty happy about that. But I really want a big one.
Permit and fly are easy, man.
Proper easy. Yeah, they're really easy.
Are they?
Yeah, under certain circumstances, they're very fucking easy. Evidently.
Oh, darling.
Nah, it's they're a very difficult fish, and the people who earn it, they're well earned for sure, definitely.
Yeah.
But no, I'd like to get a big one of those, but yeah.
Snapper, man. We are doing your home turf.
Yeah, well, that's a fish that's
happening this year.
It's close to my heart, but I've been doing so much other stuff. And home turf, for me, that's a real sore point. Like, that's a soft spot for me.
Excuses, man.
It's not even excuses.
I'll put it on my platform.
Yeah, well, fuck. Well,
I'll call it
still doesn't mean it's going to happen this year, because I kind of. You think about all the people who are connected to cast and have done so much for cast and who make up the fabric of cast. I want to showcase what they do well before anyone.
Everybody wants to know what you get up to, man. Because
I guess
everybody does. I'm telling you,
everybody in cast.
No. No, people want to know, man.
I don't know.
People want to know.
I'm pretty boring with my fishing, man. Honestly, I've just been learning how to fly cast for the last few years.
Pretty boring, man. Went to Cape Cod and chased massive world-class bluefin tuna. Nah, man, pretty boring. Just went to Florida.
I didn't chase it.
Yeah, but still fished.
Yeah. I mean,
man, I just rolled to Florida. Oh, no, sorry. We fucking just got back in Florida, gone to Sudan, man. Just done fucking flat that no cunt's ever fished before.
Well, that's what I mean about being humble about it. I can't believe, honestly, that cast is what it is and the opportunities it's given me. Seriously, I've worked my ass off to
get what you got.
To get it, but fuck, man, I've had some really
I feel like you're not listening to me.
Okay.
You're like, this is negotiable, this thing we're doing. I'm filming the cunt.
Yeah, but I've got to fish it.
You're going to fish it?
Yeah. After everyone else has had their home turfs.
Well,
exactly.
What?
Yeah, I'm on the road doing it, so it won't be far off. I was hoping to film Triggies tomorrow, but he wants to do GTs, not barra, which is fair enough. And then we've got Sam Gibson, we've got Jake, not Jake, we've got Jake in Rocky with Sam. I'm sure they could do a couple together.
Yeah.
We've done the Granite Gorilla Boys, we've done Vic, Charlotte's had her home turf.
There's a handful more.
There's a bunch more. You've had yours. There's a bunch of people there, that's for sure. Yeah.
I'm going to nut this out. Well, I'll do a double. Take two. Home turf, take two.
Yeah.
I'll just keep moving.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. Well, to be honest, if you learn how to catch fish here, then we'll probably do it.
Yeah. I'm going to have to try, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What? It took you a while. You must be getting a bit tired now, mate.
I'm fucked.
Let's wrap it up then.
Yeah, let's wrap
it up, man.
But Flow State's got some films coming out.
Yeah, it does.
Soon, man.
It does.
Soon.
100%.
Nah,
I'm looking forward to them.
I'm going to work on them over a while and make them decent sized films.
Yeah.
Yeah, and showcase a bit of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to get a bit of dialogue off you, I forgot to.
Oh, I can send you that whenever, man.
Yeah, one day.
Yep.
Let's wrap her up, man.
Happy days, man.
Fucking good to see
Finally.
you again.
Yeah,
Been too long.
Definitely.
Been too long.
We'll do it again.
We will. Fucking how long? 2 hours.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Wrap it up. Let's go home. I'm fucking tired.
Oi,
I'm cooked, man.
gun to your head.
Oh, here we go.
Gun to your head. R-rated gun to your head.
Oh, when are they not? When have you ever done a G-rated gun to your head?
Never. This one's worse than the other one.
I'll decide whether I want to answer this one.
You're gonna answer it anyway. You have to answer it, otherwise the people will
Just
like,
hit me, man.
There'll be like a mutiny.
Hit me.
I'll get kicked off the air.
Hit me.
Right. Please don't chew the ice in the microphone. I'll get in so much trouble.
My throat's so dry, I'm just going to suck on it.
Right. I already know your answers. It's a funny bit. You go out, right? Get on the piss. You're fucking blind. It's like beyond blind, almost hospital blind,
Yeah.
right? You somehow find your way home.
Yep.
You fucked, pass out. Next minute, you wake up in the middle of the night, fucking seething fucking pain. You wake up and you realise, fuck, you chock-a-block up your mum. Right?
Right.
You're like, what the fuck? And the next minute, mad, like, pain in your back. Your old man, he's chock-a-block up you.
You've thought about this, haven't you?
A little bit. Right?
I know. Yep.
You got to get out one way or another.
Yep.
Which way are you going to push, man? Which way are you pushing to get out, bros?
Oh, 100% pushing forward. You can't push back.
Dirty.
You can't push back.
Definitely can't. Well, you may as well be incest and not gay incest.
Hey, man. I don't have to explain it. I just have to answer it. I'm pushing forward and getting the fuck out of there.
Why, but?